All right, and we are live. So we got 49ers versus the Rams. Uh, obviously having things look a little bit different. I know that they said that they changed some things. Okay, we're good. Look kind of weird. Obviously, like I said, Mac Jones is getting the start because Brock Purdy ends up starting. I still had Rams in this game. I think Rams have an early lead, and especially with a lot of the injuries that the 49ers are having, it's not looking good. Carter with the kickoff and a little bit of a squib, and it's going to be nice little bounce there, and almost gets recovered by the my goodness, it almost got recovered by the Rams because it had a nice little bounce, but it gets down to about the 28-yard line. That'll be first down 10 for the 49ers. So, like I said, I got the Rams in this one, but that was a great little knuckleball kick. I mean, almost bounced back. It hit off of Moore and almost bounced back into the Rams' hands. So there, Daniel. Yeah, happy Thursday night, everyone. Exactly. So we're having a nice little Thursday night. So from the 28-yard line, Mac Jones under center, going to send Juszczyk into motion, and that's going to be Chris McCaffrey in the backfield. Hand off to him. He's going to try in the middle of the field and get up to about the 32, maybe. About a 4-yard gain. Second down 6. Like I said, I expect a good game for Chris McCaffrey. I'm very worrisome about the offensive line of the 49ers, but I think that McCaffrey makes a couple man miss. He's gonna have a decent game, but it's gonna be all Puka Nacua tonight. I feel like Puka Nacua is probably like the MVP today. From about the 32, Mac Jones throws. Gonna be a screen pass to catch Chris McCaffrey up to the 40, up to the 45, and down to about the 47-yard line. Nice game there. It's gonna be a first down 10 for the 49ers nearing midfield. Yeah, Kobe Turner applying the pressure. Puda Ford almost got a tackle. All right, so from the 47-yard line, Mac Jones in our center. Going to send both Kendrick Bourne, and that should be a false start. Yeah, false start. Yeah, it's a false start. Yep. Believes on the left guard. Yes, on Kobe. All right, so 13:43 left to go in the first quarter. It'll be first down and 15 for the 49ers. Mac Jones under center. Going to send. Going to be a drop back pass, and he's going to just check it down to Chris McCaffrey up to the 50, up to about the 45, and going to get down, and that's going to be a first down game, about 15 yards. Chris McCaffrey, like I said, I've been had a pretty decent day. So far, that's been the case. All right, first down 10. Going to give Chris McCaffrey a little bit of a break. I formation, Brian Robinson in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, and Mac Jones going to throw, and he just throws it in the dirt. Just throws it in the dirt, which I figured. That was DeMarcus Robinson. Goodness gracious, I forgot he was on the 49ers. And it is a hold on McKivitz. So back him up even more. On my boy Stewart from a rookie out of Michigan. I said dangerous dude to put on this Rams defensive line. So far, it's been working out pretty well for him. First down 20 from about the 47-yard line. It's back where they were before. Mac Jones drops in a pass and throws across the middle. That's because Kendrick Bourne up to the 45, up to the 40, up to the 35. We're going to get the first down up to the 20. And down to about the 18-yard line. Kendrick Bourne. Wait, no, it's not Kendrick Bourne. Is that? No, it is Kendrick Bourne. My bad. Like I said, the 49ers have had so many injuries that I forget whose number is who. I was right though. Fantasy opponent forgot to take out Pearsall LOL, also facing Kyron Williams in a different league, hoping the Rams air it out instead of running it a lot. I expect them to do so, but so far, Kendrick Bourne had a pretty nice run, but it's been Chris McCaffrey all day. I formation going to send Kendrick Bourne into motion, going to be handoff Chris McCaffrey off to the middle field and go up to about 15, maybe the 14-yard line, but about 3 or 4 yards there. Be second down 7, second down 6. 11:50 left to go in the first quarter. But yeah, like I still think the Rams are going to win. I think Puka Nacua is going to have a really nice day. To his right, Mac Jones is going to send Christian McCaffrey in motion over to the left. And fake throw to him, fake throw to running back, and throw that's going to be. Who is that? Is that Tongues? Is it Tongues or Tongs? I'm going to say Tongs because Tongues would be weird. Tongs. So we third down and 1 after a nice little game there. Third down and 1, under 11 minutes left to go. Mac Jones under center. Going to say Yushek in a motion back out to the left. And going to be handoff to Chris McCaffrey. He's going to get the first down up to about the 6-yard line. So, first and goal for the 49ers from the 6. Yeah, I don't really have any fantasy opponents that I'm going against who have any of these players. So, I'm kind of just relaxing. But I do have some people that I need to lose in the league that have Matthew Stafford. So I'm hoping it doesn't do too well. But anyways, like I said, for me this week, I think I'm good. From the first and goal from the 6-yard line, going to send Chris McCaffrey in motion. Mac Jones drops my pass, throws wide open, and that's going to be Tongues. Is that Tongues? I keep on saying Tongues, but I think it might be Tongs. It might be Tongs. You know the most about the Panthers. Do you think Hubbard will play Sunday? And if so, do you think he will be good in fantasy? So I don't like the Dolphins' run defense. I think it's pretty porous. I expect us to try to run the ball a little bit more, especially after what happened last week. So if anything, they probably will have him play. But what I do like the Panthers are doing is that they're making sure that Chuba's injury is not going to be too significant that carries over into the season. So that's the reason why they have Rico Dowdle, who has been playing pretty decently, and giving him a lot of the catches too. So a lot of the catches, a lot of the rushes. So that's the reason why Chuba's been doing decently. He hasn't been doing as well as he did last year, but I think they're just trying to make sure they're just trying to load manage him, make sure he's going to be good for the rest of the season. But depending on how you're defining good, is he going to boom? Probably not. But is he going to get you about 11, 12? Probably so. If I bench him, I'll play Devontae Smith, which is not an ideal. Ooh. See, Devontae Smith versus Riley Moss or Jahdae Barron. Well, yeah. I would probably go with Chuba. I think Chuba has a higher potential against a very, very porous run defense compared to a pretty singing good defense. So I would probably say Chuba. Because I do think he's going to play. Like I said, from what I know, they're mainly just saying it's like a load management thing, where it's just questionable. It's more like just load management. I'm really hoping we win on Sunday. Like I said, I'll be streaming that game too, and I'll be streaming it. I'll be streaming in this uniform for sure. I don't care. I understand there's a lot of people calling for Bryce Young's job. I think it's a little bit too early. It's literally week 4, but it is what it is. Will he not burst less than 10 points? I just need him to be at expected points, which is 13. Okay. Any more is welcome, but my week doesn't hinge on it. I think, like I said, I think 12 is reasonable. If the Panthers start off with the ball, or they're not in the hole, they're going to want to run the ball. That's how Dave Field. Do the Dolphins get a fast start? Dave Canales' mentality is. A lot of times we get out of that mentality because we're trying to chase points. So that's the reason why I picked Chuba up in fantasy. That's the reason why I start Chuba. I love Chuba. Hope he does well. But that's what I would expect. I would expect he gets to 13. Nice little turn up to about the 32, 33 yard line. Be first down 10 for the Rams. I don't know what in the world is going outside my apartment door. All right, so first down 10, 10:04 left to go the first. 7-0. Stafford under center, going to send Tutu out into motion. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to get about 4. I say about 4. Second down 6. Stafford going to be under center with Kyron Williams in the backfield. First down, gain about 6 or 7 there. I don't know why I did. Oh, actually, no, they marked him down short. 5. It was 5. So, 3rd and 1. Sorry about that. 9:15 left to go in first, 3rd and 1. Oh, that's what happened. The center, stepped on Stafford's foot. All right, 3rd down and 1. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who's going to barely make the first down marker. And that's going to be a first down for the Rams. Hard fought first down. Getting a lot of substitution in now. 8:35 left to go in the first quarter, still 7-0. Rams, first down 10 from the about 45-ish yard line. Let's see. Yeah, 44. Stafford trying to take a deep shot, throws, and that's going to be overthrown to Tutu Atwell. Tutu was open, but a little overshot by Matthew Stafford there. Second down 10. I do expect them to try to get Tutu Atwell involved a little bit more. Just kind of what you kind of could see from Matthew Stafford. He's putting trust in him a little bit more. This is year. Is this year 4 for Tutu? You see, year 3, year 4 for Tutu Atwell from Louisville. Going to change the formation up a little bit. Going to have Kyron Williams to his left. Shotgun formation. Play clock at 2, 1. Barely gets snap off. Drop it a pass. Immediate pressure and great sack all the way back to about the 32-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and forever. Goodness gracious. Great blitz there by the 49ers. And that is sacked by... Oh, is that Bryce Huff? Look at there. So they brought 4 along that left side, and they were not ready for it, to be honest. So it'll be 3rd down at about, 20? Yeah, 3rd and 21 from the 33-yard line. Stafford and shotgun formation. So it's going to be 4th down. Away, Rams going to be trying to chase the points if the 49ers have another good drive like they had the opening drive, where they were just basically just feeding it to Christian McCaffrey. And punt is away. That's a pretty decent punt. That's going to be at the... Ooh. He barely got the 9-yard line. I think that's Sky Moore. Yeah, Sky Moore with the turn. Doesn't really get anything. Great coverage there by the Rams. So first down 10 from the 9-yard line is Mac Jones. I generally don't understand why teams run the ball on 3rd and forever. Why? Might as well punt it on 3rd down. I guess it's just because it's it's the safe play. It's more of the okay, we kind of given up. It's 3rd and forever. There's not a lot of 3rd and 20 plays. You risk on 3rd and forever for trying to get the first down, where you're trying to throw it across the middle, and it's very easy for you to get picked off. So I guess that thought is that, okay, if I just run the ball, get as many yards as I can, I can set up my on the 45 and so it gives your punter a little bit better leeway of trying to pin them deep. So I guess that's the idea. Because I hate it when we did it too, but like it's understandable to a T if it's just like okay, let's just punt on this drive, like figuratively and literally. All about field position. Third and forever, you're like, well, more than likely I'm not going to get it, but we have a chance of getting a scoring drive. So let's try to see if we can get a little bit closer for our kicker to be able to make a field goal. So I do see it from that angle. Oh man, I will say whenever Toby does get in here, we can talk about the Cubs. Cubs going to the NLDS. Good on them. Facing against the Milwaukee Brewers. Um, was watching that game before watching this game, and they know how to make you sweat. That's for sure. Because goodness gracious, like they didn't almost blow it, but they made it interesting. They made all right. So first down 10 from the 9. Matt Jones going to be in shotgun formation. Going to send Demarcus Robinson in motion over to the right. Chris McCaffrey is over his right. And going to be hands Chris McCaffrey. He's going to try the middle of the field up to about the 14-yard line. So nice game there of about 5 yards. Me second down about 5. 6:35 left to go in the first quarter. Second down 5. Still 7-0. Mac Jones going to be in shotgun formation with McCaffrey to his right. Draws back to pass. Gets the pressure. Great throw over to the right side to Marcus Robinson. That's a first down. He did get hit as he threw too. So I wonder if that's going to be a rough the passer, which I don't think that should be. But he did call rough the passer. Okay. Did he hit him in the head? Because that's the only way I could think of this possible be. I saw Stewart too. The one I just was talking up. Oh, come on. Come on. No. No. Oh. How? Josiah Stewart is short. I'm sorry. He is short. He's like 6 foot. Okay. McCorkle Jones is like 6'2". Yes, his helmet is going to hit him. It's not. It's not. It was not forcible contact. Sorry. Hand off to Chris McCaffrey for about a 5-yard gain. Second down 5. I'm sorry. That just makes me upset because it's not like he literally lets up two, like he's going for it, and he's not. He doesn't really hit him in the head. It's just that this right here barely touches Mac Jones. That's messed up. I wouldn't call that. So second down 5 from about the 46-yard line. Mac Jones under center, going to be a handoff to Chris McCaffrey, and has nowhere. That's going to lose a yard. That's going to be put a forward tackle. So third down to 6, 5:30 remaining in the first quarter. And McCaffrey is going to get a break. No, he's going to be on there for third and 6. I just don't like that call. I think it's a very very dumb call. Mac Jones going to be in shotgun formation. Going to have McCaffrey to his right. Steps in the pocket. Throws across the body. That's be. Oh, I think he's going to be just short. Yep. It's going to be 4th and 1 from about the 50-yard line. I mean, it's like inches. So, do you want to go for it? Why not? It's like 4th and inches. They're going to go for it. Let's go. And again, they get McCaffrey a little bit of break. So, Brian Robinson's in there now. 4th and inches. 4:30 left to go in the first. Mac Jones is still perfect. He's 7 for 7 for 95 yards. So Mac Jones under center. And go. Oh, that was a great little QB sneak. And he got that. Yep. As we have first down. So gain about a yard. Be first down 10 from about the 48-yard line. 49ers still get the ball. Like I said, so far they've been able to move the ball down the field. And also the Kobe Turner wasn't quite ready. All right, so first down 10, 3:45 to go in the first. Mac Jones going to be in shotgun formation with Brian Robinson to his right. Step back pass, and he's got plenty of time. Throws across the middle, and great catch there. That MVS? Yes, it is. MVS for about a 9-yard gain. Second down to 1. Boo Shanahan. We ain't Kyle Shanahan in this house. Hope the Rams win by 35. Anti, not ain't. Oh. I was like, ain't. Well, 28-3. I'm sorry. All right, second down and 1. Brian Robinson to his left, shotgun formation, and going to be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who is, I don't think he gets it. No, I think he lost like a half a yard. So it's going to be third down and about 1, long one for the 49ers. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter. Still up 7-0 though. And let's see, former Carolina Panther, definitely not known for distance. Mac Jones under center, Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to be a PA boot, and Mac Jones throws, and oh man, he lost him. Juszczyk did not know he was trying to throw to him, and unfortunately, it was 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. I mean, why not? You went for it already. 2:11 to go in the first. Like I said, still up 7-0, but you're kind of like in a weird state where you're not really in field goal range for your kicker. It's 4th and 1, so are you really going to try to punt? So, I mean, I'd go for it. You got McCaffrey and Robinson in there. Going to send DeMarcus Robinson in motion over to the left. Got to call timeout. All right, so 2:11. Let to go in the first. Got to call timeout, which is fine. Like I said, it's an important 4th down. I think Mac Jones didn't like what he saw. When he sent DeMarcus Robinson over there, I don't know why. I guess like either they weren't lined up right, or I don't know. Just something about that kind of threw him off because they had plenty of time. They had like 6 seconds, so I don't know. But I am impressed with the fact that the 49ers are able to move the ball. Like I said, they're not asking too much out of Mac Jones. Just like quick hitters, being able to run the ball too. So far, doing pretty good. Our center. Going to send DeMarcus Robinson over to the left. Going to be handoff. Brian Robinson is going to get the first down, and that's going to be Spites with a tackle. Is that Omar? Yeah, Omar Spites from. Let's see. He was at Oklahoma State and then transferred to LSU for a year, and been decent enough. What's up, Dobie? Hey, Dobie. I like the Cubs winning. Cubs going to the NLDS. Little bit of a interesting one for sure. So from the 37.5 yard line, Mac Jones shotgun formation. Going to send McCaffrey into motion, and going to be a little flea flip. Well, okay, that was just a whole bunch of junk right there. But he's up to. Oh wow, is that not a face mask? Is that not a face mask? Maybe he got the jersey, but that was. So second down about 2 after that 8-yard gain. It was a whole bunch of mess. It was like a end around, fake end around, throw back to McCorkle Jones. Then it's gonna be a screen pass to Chris McCaffrey, who I guess is not one. Let's see. I don't know. It's not a horse collar, but it kind of felt like one. Going to be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who's going to get up to about the 25-yard line for a first down. Well, they say about 26. So first down 10 for the 49ers. Go, Cubs, go. It's definitely going to be really interesting given how much I've talked about our manager because of the 9 years he's been up north in Milwaukee. Flea flicker into a check down, boo. We throw bombs no matter what when he called flea flicker in this house. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like I was like expecting like a deep ball, and they're like, well, we got all the offensive linemen over to the left, and Chris McCaffrey, just give it to him. But first down 10 for about the 25.5-yard line. Mac Jones looking to his right and throws for the end zone. Oh, he's outside. Ah, man. Try to get to Marcus Robinson. Out of bounds. He's second down 10. 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It is interesting seeing DeMarcus Robinson in the 49ers uniform because all I can really remember him as is a Ram. Going to be a handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who gets like maybe 2? Maybe? Third down 8. I get like a little misdirection for the flea flicker. Maybe they did have a deep shot, but it was covered. That's the only thing I can think of. Oh, that's in the quarter. Dadgummit, that flew by really quick. So that's the end of the quarter. It's 7-0. They didn't even realize it. 49ers are driving again. Hopefully the Rams can get a stop here, home to a field goal, because their drive started off well, and then you had that really really bad sack where great blitz by the 49ers and kind of set them up really 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 far back. So that's really why like the yardage is like I think it's like 7 for the Rams and like 100 and something, like 100 like 40, 145 for the 49ers. But it feels so weird that they cut to a video of SoFi in its daytime there. Primetime game starting at 5:15 for them. At least it doesn't start at 10 for us, so that is nice. Yeah, no, then I would not be able to do 10. I I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning to do some schoolwork, and so I've been up for quite some time. So I would I would not be able to do a 10 o'clock game. That's for sure. Um, I do think it kind of cuts into who potentially like can go to the game. If you're working a 9 to 5, you're not gonna be working a 9 to 5 and then oh I got 15 minutes. Let me just go to the game. So I think that kind of cuts into who potentially can go to those games. But I don't know. Sure, still be fine. Um, 3 straight in Wrigley Field for the wild card. 5 straight in Wrigley Field and Wrigley Field North, Milwaukee, and then LDS. Well, if Luke comes in, Luke is a Brewers fan, so I'm sure y'all could chalk it up a little bit. I don't really watch that much baseball, but like when it comes to playoff baseball, I actually watch a little bit. Because I don't have really any like I don't have anything in the game. I'm just watching just for watching's sake. And so I like to hear some like the different storylines of like, how long it's been. Unfortunately, you have like the Cleveland Indians, well, not the Indians, sorry, anymore. The Guardians, uh, over 77 years. They get knocked out by Detroit Tigers, which maybe it could be Detroit's year. Probably not, but you know, I just want to see somebody win that hasn't won one in quite some time. Maybe not like the 77 years. Maybe not like that. But like I want to see somebody who hasn't won one in a while instead of being like Dodgers, Yankees, and the Yankees haven't won one in a while either. But we don't really want the Yankees to win. So third down and 9 from about the 24-yard line. Mac Jones shotgun formation. That should have been a false start. They didn't call it. Throws up to the left side, and that's going to be caught. And that's going to be DeMarcus Robinson up to the 6-yard line. First and goal. It should have been a false start on the tight end, but they did not call it. I've noticed quite a little bit too of the refs just have not been calling a lot of false starts. Like it's been a little bit of a problem. Been a little bit of a problem because that I think it was the Packers game. The Packers game. Goodness gracious, there were a lot of them. So from the 6 yard line, throw a little toss to Chris McCaffrey off to the right. He's going to get to the 5 and down to the 1. So, second and goal from the 1 yard line. Chris McCaffrey might get himself his touchdown. I mean, he's had a pretty good day so far. I kind of called it, but I thought that Puka Nacua would get a little more touched by the Rams. But so far, they haven't even really been on the field. So, I hate Craig Counsell. He was a manager for the Brewers for 9 years and was a habitual choker. And so I already was already on the board with him, and he replaced somebody who actually played for the Cubs and won a World Series with the Cubs, so I was really mad. Oh, yeah, because that was David Ross, right? Yeah, former Auburn player. Let's freaking go. Throw out to catch Chris McCaffrey. A receiving touchdown for Chris McCaffrey. 13-0. Eddie Pinheiro on for the extra point to make it 14-0. 13-44 left to go in the second quarter. And it's been all Rams. Been all 49ers so far. Oh, they messed up. They put Troy Reader on Chris McCaffrey. Yeah, that's not going to work. I mean, he's just kind of lumbering. I'm sorry, Troy. I don't mean to spit like a little disrespectful, but you're kind of just lumbering. Guardians came back for nothing. Shaking my head. Wish they won. Detroit has it too good right now. Yeah, they do. Like I said, I kind of hope good for Detroit because, like I said, they haven't really won one. So like they're on that list of I wouldn't mind them winning, but the fact that they almost choked it and they get to go up against the Guardians, and then they kind of destroy them in the third game, that kind of sucks. You know who we don't have to worry about? Those Braves fans. Am I right? No, I'm just kidding. I got a lot of Braves fans that are my friends, but it is interesting seeing how bad the season actually ended up going for them. Yeah, for Auburn and Atlanta Brave as well. Exactly. Because I think was David Ross on the 1997 Auburn baseball team that went to the College World Series? Because for some odd reason, I think of him, Tim Hudson. Who's the other player from that team? Because Tim Hudson came back after his playing career and helped pitching for Auburn. And I want to say there was who was the other person? Like I said, I'm not a big baseball fan, but I know some of it. Shoot. I think the Tigers have not won it since the mid '80s. Yeah, because that was the whole entire thing. Your Tree made a Detroit Tigers retrospective, and the owner wanted to win one so bad, but it could never win one, and all those players they had would go on to win one. You had Verlander. That's the main one that I know. Was he a Detroit Tiger? Golly, my baseball knowledge is in the tank. I said baseball and basketball I know a little bit about that I can make some conversation in, but I'm not anywhere near, and I'm definitely nowhere near expert. Mine more just football knowledge, just straight up. Um, at least the 76ers are bad. If you could not tell, not a fan of Philly fans in general. Well, kind of figured that'd be the case. Mac Jones talking a little smack. Okay. So Pinheiro on for a little boot, and it's going to be returned about the 9 yard line up to 15, 20, and reverse the field to the 25 and gets basically back to the 30. So first down 10 for the Rams from the 30 yard line. Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. Philly has an interesting fan base to say the least. Um, And I think the whole entire world knows about Philly because of whenever they win something, it's generally the destruction of their town, which is very odd behavior, to say the least. From the 31-yard line, Matthew Stafford throws quickly out to Puka Nacua, who makes a man miss and gets up to about 36. So nice gain of 5 yards there. Second down 5. Lost his shoe. David Ross, an Auburn Tiger from 1997, 1998, and Florida Gator in 1999. That's right. He did leave Auburn. That's right. Second down 5, 13:05. Let's go in the second quarter. 14-0. Stafford under center. Kyron Williams in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass, and is going to just check it down to Kyron Williams. And, ooh, a little bit of scary throw there, Matthew Stafford. 3rd and 5. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of like what would be playing right now if it's third down. Oh, it was batted. That's what happened. Okay, okay. I about thought it was just like a bad throw. So Stafford so far 2 for 4 for 10 yards. Not ideal. Not like McCorkle Jones over here. Um, 3rd and 5 for the 36-yard line. Gonna set Kyrie Williams in motion over to his left and snap. Drops back a pass, throws across the middle. As we caught Puka Nacua to the 45 up to the 50-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Rams. 1996, 1997, Auburn, and Florida in 1998. Okay. Okay, so it's just pushed back a year. Okay. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure because Auburn, I don't know why I never did, but I never went to an Auburn baseball game when I was a student. I only went to football games and then the basketball games. I never went to baseball. Should have gone to a gymnastics game, but I never did. From the 50-yard line, will be handed to Kyron Williams, who's going to get about 2, and it's be second down and 8. Yeah, I should have gone to a gymnastics game. Should have gone to a softball game for sure, but I didn't, unfortunately. And part of it was I was working a lot, especially junior and senior year. All right, so first down was it the first down? No, second down 8. That's right. 11:35 would go in the second quarter. Matthew Stafford on the center. Play clock's winding down. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be Kyron Williams, who cuts back a little bit to 45 and is going to be about 2 yards short. Third down and about a long 2. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I never went to one of the baseball games because we were decent. Well, like I said, we're pretty good. When we had one bad year, one really bad year, but we were pretty good for the most part while I was a student. That's the thing. We were good in like pretty much everything else besides football, which sucked because I'm like, oh, I was hoping we had a good football season. No, couldn't. Third down 2. Shotgun formation. Going to have Kyron Williams to his left. Going to be a hand of Kyron Williams, who is going to be stopped by Fred Warner for only a 1-yard gain. Fred Warner's having an absolutely outstanding season so far. 4th and 1. What did the Rams do? Obviously going to go for it. 10:30 left to go in the second quarter. This is actually really important because the fact that the 49ers have not been stopped, you're near-ish midfield. If you don't get it here, you set up good field position for the 49ers, and you're down by 2 scores. Stafford, under center, going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who is going to get the first down by a landslide. Going to be about 4-yard gain there. First down 10 for the Rams. Got Blake Corum in there after giving a little bit of a break for Kyron Williams. Stafford under center. Josh Better pass. Actually going to be a draw up to the 30, up to 30, 25, and down to about the 24-yard line. Blake Corum. Um, that sucks for Tim Hudson. Was at Auburn as well. That's sick. McVay, I heard that Kyron Williams is a secret double agent for the 49ers. I think you should bench him. You know, Emmanuel, I think you're right. I think that Kyron Williams needs to be sat. I think of Blake Corum. Just, maybe don't give him too much. Maybe you should give some to Jarquez Hunter. That's what I would say. Just give it to Jarquez Hunter. I want him to be good so bad. From the 24-yard line, Matthew Stafford pitches out. Oh, there it is. Hey, Emmanuel, you were right. You were right. A fumble after a pitch for Kyron Williams. He doesn't catch it. Fumbles the ball. No, wait, that was Blake Corum. Sorry, that was Blake Corum. I believe so. Yeah, that was Blake Corum. That wasn't that. What? Unfortunately, you were almost right. It was not Kyron Williams. It was Blake Corum. So we were almost right, Emmanuel. We were almost right. I was technically right. I was technically right. I said that you should give it to Jarquez Hunter. I don't think Jarquez Hunter would have fumbled that ball. Honest, you know, as honest as I possibly can. Jarquez cares too much about football to fumble that ball. Blake Corum, he went to Michigan. We all know about Michigan. I mean, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have done that. Close enough. Williams doesn't ever get the chance to get the ball. Oh, they're only one number off anyway. 22-23. Exactly. I mean, it's pretty close. Pretty sticking close. Um, Dadgum. That's crazy. That's crazy. We said he was double agent, but we said the wrong guy. So 14-0, and the Rams waste another opportunity. So Rams, what are you doing? This is definitely not the way that I thought this game was going to go. I will say I'm correct that Christian McCaffrey's having a pretty decent day. Because so far he is being immaculate. I think he has I know earlier he had 4 receptions for 40 something yards. I can't remember if he had. Oh yeah, he had that touchdown catch, right? So he has 5 catches for about 45 yards, maybe 44. The first, he's having an amazing season. Oh, not amazing season, but amazing game. Felt pretty. I mean, yes, it's McCaffrey, so it's not really a bold prediction to say he's going to have a good game, but still. All the Rams running backs are double agents. Bench them all and have extra linemen or tight end and pass the ball, air out the field. Honestly, we just need to make Puka Nacua into the next Cooper Cup. Get him a triple count crown. This is Puka Nacua's year. Okay, this is his time. Let him shine. From the 30-yard line, Mac Jones under center. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be to Sky Moore. Hesitation. And got 1 yard. Yeah, wait, hold on a second. Why do you have Puka Nacua blocking a defensive lineman? Puka Nacua is a great blocker, but why do you have him blocking 91? All right, so second down and 9 from the 31-yard line. Throws, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be up to about the 47, 48? Yeah, about the 48-yard line. That's Kendrick Bourne. That'd be near midfield. First down and 10 for the 49ers. 8 minutes left going second quarter. On Quentin Lake. Puka versus Bijan for the Offensive Player of the Year race, but clearly my boy's winning it. You mean Puka, right? Yeah, man, you mean Puka. From the 47-yard line, Mac Jones under center. Going to be a toss to Chris McCaffrey, who doesn't fumble it. Go over to the left side, spin move, and does not get away from who that is. Who is you? I don't know. But nice little tackle there. Only 2 yard gain, second down 8. McCaffrey only 9 rushes for 26 yards, but those receptions though, making a pretty decent day for him so far. So 7-11, always open. 14-0, second down 8. From about midfield. Bijan was NFC Offensive Player of the Month, and Xavier Watts was NFC Defensive Rookie of the Month. Love to see our guys ball out. For sure. A run for about 3 yards, third down about 5. You love to see it. You love to see, just your enemies get all the praise you possibly could. You love to see a player that you wanted to draft go to a rival team and absolutely ball out. Just love to see it. Love to see it. That Xavier Watts draft is really going to make me upset for quite some time. So I want Xavier Watts so bad. So from about the 48-yard line of the Rams, third down and 5, Mac Jones, shotgun formation, drops by the pass, looks over to the left, throws. That's going to be dropped. Oh, man. Kendrick Bourne would have gotten that first down too. 4th and 5, and the Rams are getting a little bit of opportunity because it's the first punt for the 49ers. 6:18 left to go in second. Down by 2 touchdowns. Hopefully you can continue to, literally just hit him right there. Just right there, and he just dropped it. So, Rams, you got to do something on this drive. I would suggest let's not put in Blake Corum. If you're going to give Kyron Williams a little bit of break, just put in Jarquez Hunter. That'll be just perfect. Just peachy. Going to be a fair catch about the 15-yard line for the Rams. First down 10. I definitely see a world where Puka wins Offensive Player of the Year. He already off to a better start than Bijan. Honestly, the fact that he has, over 504 games, I expect him to have a pretty decent day today. And I would be very surprised if it gets to a point where Puka is leading the league, because a lot of the other big-time wide receivers are not performing outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I'm still upset. The fact that my fantasy team would have been unstoppable if I had just gone my gut and gone with what I did last year, which was take Amon-Ra St. Brown. But instead, I was like, you know what? No, I took him last year. I'll take Nico Collins. And that was my first pick. And I just, if I go on my gut, my fantasy team would be unstoppable, legitimately unstoppable. I really should have made a video. I should have made a short about it, but I didn't. And I look back on it and I'm like, I should have capitalized on that because I think it's going to look good. There's a video of Watts getting drafted, and a guy in the background hits the dirty bird, so it was written in the stars. Yeah. I just I get it. I get why we did what we did. I like Princely too, but man, if we could have had Xavier Watts with Trevon Moehrig, that would have been a nice pair, because it's legitimately safety is still a big problem. And linebackers are still a big problem. Edge rusher is still a really big problem. So I would expect our first round pick either to be an edge rusher or a safety. Dude, if we're bad and we can get Caleb Downs, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Dude, Caleb Downs and Trevon Moehrig, as far as being dual safeties who can actually crash down in the box, can cover well. Trevor, Moehrig is much better in the box than being a deep safety. So you can give that more to Caleb Downs, but oh my goodness, that would be so good for a defense. I know I want an edge rusher, but if there's a way to get to Caleb Downs, I would take Caleb Downs all day, every day. So first down 10 with 15-yard line, 6-11, left to go in the first half. Matthew Stafford drops by the pass, and that's going to be a flag, so it's got to be a false start. I think false start on Larry Jackson. Jesse Bates made me fall in love with the safety position, and Xavier Watts will keep me in love. Dude, like I said, y'all, you have, because the thing is that Jesse Bates is what, maybe 28, maybe 29. So he's got another good, for sure, 3 more years of being a really good safety. And then you got Xavier Watts, and then by that time, Xavier Watts will be, going into his contract extension. And then, like, who knows? But, like, it's so frustrating. 1st and 15, trying to get Devontae Adams, and that's going Renardo Green. Love Renardo Green coming out of FSU. Great coverage there. And it'll be 2nd down and 15 for the Rams. But it makes me upset when the Falcons make good picks because a lot of times they do. Sometimes it's questionable, but a lot of times they make good picks. 2nd down and 15 for the 10-yard line. Stafford throws to his left side. That's being caught by Devontae Adams. Goodness gracious. Gonna be a nice gain there. 3rd down and about 2, maybe 3. Say they mark him. 3rd down and please, why don't you show me what's the down and distance? That would be very nice. 3rd down and 4. So 5:45 left to go in the second quarter. Still 14-0. Rams, a little bit of a hole, but you can come back from this. Stafford, empty set, but got going to bring Kyle Williams over. No, actually, no, he's not. Drops by the pass and is going to step in the pocket. Throws. That's going to be to Puka Nacua, who is going to get the first down, but doesn't even. Oh, actually, it's going to be short. But there is a flag, and I believe it's going to be holding on the defense. So it doesn't even matter. Going to be a first down. It's on Stout. Upton Stout. That's also an interesting name. Upton Stout. Where's Upton Stout from again? Shoot. I can't remember where Stout was from. Shoot. Oh no, it's on Lenore. Never mind. Where in the world was Upton Stout from? Goodness gracious. He's a rookie, so I should remember where Upton Stout is from. 1st down 10. Gonna send 86 into motion. Play action pass. Stafford got a little time throw. Taking a deep shot, and it's gonna be overthrown to Puka Nacua. Renardo Green on the coverage. 2nd down 10. North Texas and Western Kentucky. So he was on Western Kentucky. I don't know why I couldn't remember where Upton Stout was from. 3-4 weeks, Watts is still the only rookie with more than 1 interception. Billy Bowman is another steal in the 4th. I mean, great nickel for y'all, honestly. He kept D. Alford off the field, and for that, I'll be forever grateful. Yeah. 2nd down 10. Stafford throws liquid middle of the field. That's going to be to Kyron Williams, who is going to be tackled by Warner. It's going to be 3rd down and about, I would probably say 3rd down 3. 4:55 left to go in the second quarter. Let's see, am I right? No, 3rd down 4. Dang it, so close. So close. All right, so 3rd down 4. They say Rams down by 2 touchdowns. Got to get something here. We'll got to get something on this drive, honestly. Anything will be good. Stafford going to be empty set from the 31-yard or 32-yard line. Drops by the pass and is going to throw to the right side, and that's going to be a Puka, and great catch by Puka Nacua. No, sorry, not Puka. Was completely wrong. That was to who? Who was it? Oh, was that Terrence Ferguson? Oh, looky there, Terrence Ferguson. Rookie, their 2nd-round pick out of Oregon. Liked him too. Nice receiving option. Blocking can definitely be worked upon, but great receiving option. And that's going to be a first down at about the 47, maybe, possibly. All right, so 3:48 left to go into the second quarter. From the 47-yard line, Stafford under center, drops by the pass. And he's going to throw. That's going to be Puka. Oh, that's not. I keep on want to say Puka Nacua, but it's not. It's I want it to be Puka Nacua. That's why it's Wigginton. Not even close. Hey, that's the guy the Rams drafted with our pick 18. Yeah, it was. Now the real question though is who are the Rams going to take in the first round with your pick? I don't know. Could be a game-changing defender. Could be a game-changing quarterback, but perhaps. From the 25-yard line, Stafford under center with Kyron Williams in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass once again. Ashton throws out to Whittington up to the 20, up to about the 50. Oh, got snatched. Goodness gracious. I about said, I was like, oh, he's going to get up to 20. And just like, he was like, and just slug him back. So it's me second down in about inches, just like a couple of inches. 2:40 left to go in the second quarter. They did. Who they did? I miss context, Dobie. What? Who? Who are the bastards? Who are they? I'm confused. Like the Rams? They did take Terrence Ferguson. I did like him though, but he's not there. All right, so they did give him first down. Okay, so first down 10. Stafford drops by the pass, throws, and it's going to be Kyron Williams wide open 5, and he's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown. And with 2:09 remaining second quarter, and the Rams are finally on the board. So Emmanuel, unfortunately, Kyron Williams did get a touchdown. You know, we couldn't quite blow his cover just yet. So they don't know just yet that not only is Blake Corum double agent, but so is Kyron Williams. They don't know just yet. They don't know. If they're smart, which they are, they'll trade the picks for a quarterback, sit him behind Stafford for a year, and then start him. Pick will be in the 20s, and when it's not, I will crash out. Dude, if it's in the 20s, that means the Falcons make the playoffs. So that's what I'm saying. Your best case scenario is the pick to be like 17. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is 14-7. Gonna go to commercial break. Hopefully we don't, because we're gonna go to commercial break for a 2-minute warning, and it's 2:09. Okay, good. They're not gonna go. Good. You take a quick little Wingstop break. No, Kyron Williams touches. I'm screwed. You win some, you lose some. No, I'm just kidding. It will be fine. It will be fine. I will say this. Emmanuel. I'm thinking that if I'm a betting man, I would probably say the pick's going to be 14. I'm calling it now. Falcons get the 14th pick. And if I'm correct, mark this day, October 2nd, when Mr. Green done set it on the stream. Mr. Green said it on the stream. There you go. That's kind of cool. The medical tent has like a little thing that just says like cramp, cream, gauze. They just have like in like little packs like you need this. It's labeled. Kick is up and kick is a little wobbler and nice little touchdown up to the 20 to the 25 up to the 30 and down to about the 33 yard lines 49ers. 2:04 remaining in this first half. Mac Jones been doing pretty decent. Nice little facilitator. Williams already has 12 points ripped this week. Other guy has a lot more heavy hitters. Ooh, okay. Well, maybe Kyron Williams will fumble the ball twice. Maybe. Maybe he will throw an interception, which I don't know. Does that affect fantasy? Because I don't know if it does. Ooh. Sorry about that burp. Excuse me. So, trips to the left. Mac Jones drops by the pass and throws, and now it got bad at the line, and we're at the 2-minute warning. Well, it is 14-7. The Rams, you have a chance. You have a chance, it's possible. If you get a stop here, more than likely you have to call some timeouts, maybe. And you will have time to try to get a drive together and try to tie this game. Because, yes, you get the ball to start the second half, but you're already down touchdown. So, there's still a chance. I think I could live with a bad season, but if we don't make the playoffs, I'd okay if we clean house. It would depend on who's available. I think the Bucks could slow down. I agree, too. In my opinion, the Bucks are about to go through a pretty tough stretch. The reason why I say this is because they're going against really quality teams where their injuries are going to kill them. Because of the fact that you're going, let me just go through who the Buccaneers are going against. So obviously, you just went against the Eagles. Then you got at. Oh my goodness, my throat just went like, we're gonna choke on you. So they're going at the Seahawks, against the 49ers, against the Lions, and then at the Saints, which always causes a little bit of weirdness. And then you got Patriots, Bills, Rams. Like, over the next 7 weeks, you have pretty easily 3 of the top teams in the league and some other roadblocks along the way. So, like I said, you got at Seahawks, pretty hard. You got 49ers, who are showing up against the Rams, who are one of the top teams. You got at the Lions. At the Saints is no cakewalk because it is the Saints, and y'all always play each other pretty well. Patriots, I think, are pretty decent. I think you probably could win that one, but I think it's a pretty decent game. Bills at the Bills, and then you're at the Rams. That's what's crazy. Is like in back-to-back weeks, you're at the Bills, and then you're at the Rams. So, yes, right now the Buccaneers are 3-1, but they are going through a really tough stretch. So, I think there's a chance. That's why I said before that over the next 3 weeks, if the Panthers can be 2-1 for the next 3 weeks, 3-4 ain't looking too bad. And so with the 49ers, with the Bucks potentially losing some, just saying. So, second down and 10 from about 33-yard line. Mac Jones, our center, going to be play action Pat P, a boot. And Mac Jones going to check it down. And nice little catch and run for Kendrick Bourne. First down, 10 to the 45-yard line for the 49ers. Coaching is the clean-cut biggest issue on our team. I want to like Morris, but I can't defend it. This team has more than enough talent to win now. There's no reason we should be doubting for the reasons we're doubting. This should be an easy wild card team, if not division winner. And that's the problem, is that we always will feel like the Falcons are going to find a way to lose. Mac Jones checks it down. That's going to be, a fumble, and it's going to be actually, no, they're going to say it's a complete pass. Donnie Pooney trying to show off his Caden Proctor. Second down 10, 1:13 left to go in the second quarter. What was I saying? Shoot. Oh, yeah. So, and the reason why I just didn't go with the Falcons is because I truly believe that, like, y'all are just going to find a way to lose the division. Like, you have the talent, but you already lost 2 division games, which is going to be hard to overcome because you don't have the Buccaneers again until I think the middle of the season. It's like, I think it's what week. Do y'all have like week 13? I want to say no. That's Thanksgiving. So y'all have them again in week. Show me. December 13th. So, yeah, week 14. So, that right there is going to be after a stretch of, you got Bills next on Monday Night Football, 49ers, Dolphins, you should win, Patriots might be a little bit hard, at Colts, depending on what Colts team comes up, that's going to be is that the Madrid game? I think it's the Madrid game. Then you have a bye week. No, that's right. You don't have a bye week, which is crazy. You don't have a bye week after going to Madrid, and then you go against the Panthers, which I'm going to that game. And then you got at Saints, at Jets, which you should win both those. Seahawks, Buccaneers, Cardinals, Rams, Saints. So, yeah. Which is crazy that, like, when the Rams beat y'all in week 17, not only does it help their playoff chances, but also it helps their pick. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice for you to win, and then it helps your pick? I can't blame you for it. I'm blinded by fandom. Two division losses are a lot, and with how last year ended, I don't even know why I trust them. Colts is in Berlin. Oh, Dolphins play Madrid. Oh, okay. Been to Berlin. Berlin's pretty nice. Not gonna lie. I did go like during March, and one of the days it was uh, raining very hard, and I remember Berlin is kind of like a swampy area because it is like quite literally on a swamp. There is like blue tubes everywhere that's just pumping water out at all times. So just saying, it's a nice place, a nice place. Mac Jones at the 45-yard line in shotgun formation with Christian McCaffrey to his left. 116. So they did add 3 more seconds. 116 left to go in the second quarter. Going to be handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who is going to get back to the line of scrimmage pretty much. So 111 left to go in the second quarter, and there was a flag. So maybe illegal formation. That's what I had to guess. Maybe illegal formation. Let's freaking go. Called it. Penalty decline at third down. And the Rams obviously called the timeout. So they have 2 timeouts remaining. It's 1:11 left to go in the second quarter. Third down 10. If the Rams get a stop here, I feel pretty good that the Rams can actually get in the field goal range or maybe possibly get a touchdown. For the 46, Mac Jones shotgun formation, bunch to the left. They are having some problems with lining up. Goodness gracious. What are y'all doing? I'm sorry. If I'm Kyle Shanahan, I'm ticked off right here. You had to call timeout because you had to get people lined up. You get to look at him. Look at him right there. He is ticked off. I mean, it is it. Like I get it. You got a lot of new people in, but this is ridiculous. All right, third down 10. 1:11 left to go in second quarter. Still 14-7. Mac Jones shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. And is going to check it down. Chris McCaffrey, who's going to. Oh, not Chris McCaffrey, sorry. Tongues, and is going to get the first down. So 102, 101, 1 minute left. Clock continues to run on the Rams side of the field. From the 43-yard line. Mac Jones shotgun formation, 51, 50, 49. Drops back to pass. Throws, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be DeMarcus Robinson. Why are you turning inside? Why not try to go outside? It's fine. We're from the 35-yard line. 40 seconds left. Clock continues to run. 37, 36, 35. Second down 2. Mac Jones, shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Looks to his right. Throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Third down 2. 26 seconds left. Try to get an MVS. They are... Let's see. They're inside Pinero's range. Oh, goodness. But it will be hard for him. I feel so bad for the people of Madrid. Berlin, maybe if Jones regresses to Derpy Jones. Well, that would be quite interesting. Third and 2 from the 35-yard line. Going to be handoff to Christian McCaffrey. He's going to get the first down. 30 up to about the 27-yard line. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. And going to clock it. Clock it. All right, so 13 seconds left. So you got 1 timeout. Second down and 10. I'm thinking shot at the end zone this time, and then Next play is get closer for a field goal. That would be what I do because you got enough for about 3 plays potentially, really 2.5. So long developing shot of the end zone. If not, then just take what the defense can give you. Throw across the middle and incomplete 9 seconds. So you can still do another one, and then you can center it. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, 9 seconds, third down 10. Mac Jones, shotgun formation. And a timeout is called by the Rams. So, Rams call timeout, third down 10, 9 seconds left to go in the first half. Next Thursday night football game is going to be Jackson Dart versus the Eagles, which should be interesting. My under the radar game of the week this week is Saints beat the New York Jets. Um, Mainly because I don't know. I think that people are overhyping the Jackson Dart versus the Chargers game. Yes, it was good, but it's not like super duper impressive. And I think there's a lot of people who are hyping it up way more than it should. Third down 10 from 27. Mac Jones going to be a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. He's going up to the 25 and up to about the 20. Timeout was called with 2 seconds left from, I think they actually put it at the 19-yard line. So, going to be a pretty easy kick to try to go up by 2 scores for the 49ers. The Rams have had options. They've had opportunities, but right now they're going to be a little bit of a hole. Ed Pinheiro, like I said, Germany has a surprising amount of Falcons fans. I think they're in our international market. A German fan, Contra K, even announced a draft pick this year, Billy Bowman. Yeah, he did. Uh, yeah, I know the Falcons and the Panthers both like their international both their international places are Berlin. Well, ours might be. I know ours is Germany. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is going to be 17-7 going into halftime. I'm trying to make sure. I think ours Berlin, but ours might. No, wait, because it's southern Germany. Berlin's more North German. Oh my goodness, what is it called? Oh my goodness, the place where the Panthers played. Shoot, we played the Giants. Southern Germany. I talked to people from Germany there too. Oh my goodness, I feel really bad. I can't remember. I cannot remember. I can't remember who it is. I feel really bad. I feel really bad right now that I can't think of the major city that is in southern Germany. Munich. Oh my goodness. I can't. So I can't remember if ours is Munich or if ours is Berlin, but Munich, yeah. I can't remember ours is Munich or Berlin. That's our city. Um, it would make some more sense if it's Munich, but we we have a pretty decent German fan base. They showed up for sure in the Giants Panthers game. Um, I know there were also, like I said, we have a couple of. I want to say did I know NFL Africa is the one they're also trying to expand into as well. And I believe Iquanu did a football camp in Nigeria, if I remember correctly, because that's like where his family's from. Um, I do wonder about that too, because right now the NFL has done, you know, it's done um, it's done Brazil, it's done Ireland, London, Berlin, Munich, doing Madrid. Um, what's the other one? Obviously Mexico. But I'm trying to think of where else the NFL would want to try to expand into. And if they do NFL Africa, where would they do it? Because that would be fun, dude. Like imagine like a NFL game in Africa, dude. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Because like I understand there's a lot of people who don't want the NFL to focus on expanding as much, but I don't know. I just think like for like a players thing, like I think it'd be cool to travel, like go to like a new spot. I know like for the fans, like obviously you need to make it up to them, make sure they have good amount of home games. But I don't know. Like if I'm a fan and I have a chance of making like if there's a place that I want to go to, like say the Ireland trip or whatnot, and I can make it into I'm going to go see a NFL game of my team, but I'm also going to experience a place that I haven't been to before. I don't know. I think I would like I said if I had the money to do it, like if I knew like a year in advance that hey this was going to be the case, and I had the money to do it, or I would save the money because I knew that it was going to possibly be that we would have a international game. I would probably try to save enough money to try to do that. I mean, I obviously don't make that kind of money to be able to go overseas, but if I did, I would like to go. Um, but like I said, I understand why the NFL is expanding a little bit more. It makes sense. You already have the American fan base, so might as well try to get a little bit more of the international audience, and it's catching on too. Like I said, it's definitely more so in Europe, but it's catching on, and so probably in the next 5 years, they'll definitely try to get where every single team does an international game. Which in my 17, well no, in my 18 game schedule, I made it clear that there's a possibility that you can make that way. Now, should I patent it? No, because I'm not going to do that. But I think that my idea for having to have the two bye weeks, working them in with having the international games, would work. Um, if it does happen that way, that'd be kind of hilarious that I predicted that. But um, like having where you're not going to have somebody have a bye week in week 4 and have to do like international games like stuff like that. I think that having it split up because like there's still a way you can do 18 games. They can get that 18 games that they want. They can have two bye weeks, and they can work on an international. They can work in an international game for each team. So when they want to expand, and you have each team getting an international game where those international fans are able to actually try to go. Some of them actually be able to go to some of the games. Like I think it'll work out. Probably like I said, be down the line, but is a chance. Is a chance. I don't like the fact that international expansion is so money motivated. I do like the more people are discovering our sport. Soccer is obviously more popular international, but I do think that people would like our football. Exactly. Like I said, the international students that I've talked to at Auburn are they're interested in football, but at the same time they don't understand why there's so many breaks. And that's something that like I think that when you've gotten so used to it, you don't really think about it. But like soccer is football is huge play, take a break. Huge play, take a break. Huge play, oh, timeout, TV timeout, wait for 3 minutes. And so it's more of like a social thing too. So I think that's part of it. Is like it's also like a social aspect of it, like being at the game. You have time to talk to your friends, look at how other scores are doing, that kind of stuff. Go get some food because maybe okay, well it's going to be it's the end of the first quarter, so I have a little time, and that's not how it is in soccer. So I think that's a little bit of a different aspect because it's the same exact way with like some people who have the feeling of basketball versus baseball is a huge difference. Where you got basketball is like for the most part is like dot 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 constant scoring, constant attempts, and then baseball is very slow, methodical, better if you're actually there than it is watching on the screen, that kind of stuff. So it's one of the things that like I've learned like from someone who hasn't been ingrained with football, but instead soccer and how the different like dynamics are. Where like there's still like a liking of it because like I said, it's you know huge hits, big scores, that kind of stuff. But it's like a different feeling than what a more fast-paced game would be. Um, I hate the discourse around soccer versus football. All the World Cup is bigger than the Super Bowl talks. Obviously, the multi obviously the multi country tournament that is highly anticipated that only happens every 4 years will be more popular than the championship of a sport that is mainly in one country. I agree. I think part of it is because you have a lot of people who, when they win this World Series, we're in the World Cup, all this kind of stuff. Or not World Cup. When they win a World Series, when they win the Super Bowl, all that kind of stuff, they say world champs. And a lot of people who are not in America are like, hey, why are you calling it world champs? It's not like everybody in the world is participating, which is fair. Um, Same thing for like NBA champions. Even though like you have a lot of international players, it's still like not like Olympics, which is like legitimately like your world champs. So I get it from that perspective, but I do think that the talk is obviously a little bit skewed because Super Bowl is not as old as the World Cup. The World Cup involves all the different countries. So instead of being based upon teams that are region based, these are countries that are, of course, country based. And so they have long standing rivalries where in the Super Bowl, you may not be playing a rivalry, but in a World Cup, more than likely, you're going to play some kind of rivalry that you have because there's been years and years and years and years and years of playing each other. So there's also that too, because like if the Bills and the Lions play in the Super Bowl, which is my Super Bowl prediction, if they play in the Super Bowl, they don't really have any beef with one another. Like they don't have any beef, so it's not like oh, this long storied, that kind of stuff. But like if Germany and Brazil play, they have a lot of beef between each other, especially that was it 7-2 game that happened in was that a World Cup or was that an Olympics? Oh, which one was that one? I think it's 7-2, and I believe it was Germany versus Brazil. It was a huge deal when it happened, and I want to say it was the Olympics. For some odd reason, I remember that with like 2016 Rio Olympics. That it was like a home crowd. Was that a home crowd? Let me double check and make sure. Because I believe it was. 7-2, Germany, Brazil. It was a World Cup. It was 7-1. Ooh, ooh. I thought it was 7-2. 7-1 is so much worse. Oh man. So it was 2014. Okay, and it was in Brazil. So I was right about that. So I knew, like I said, I knew it was in Brazil, but that's what I'm saying is like that thing kind of carries over. So yeah. Um, Baseball's World Series is the dumbest of all the big three calling themselves world champs, but they are dumb. Japan's baseball league is close second to MLB. Yeah, and like I think that because the fact that both the NBA and the MLB have a lot of international players, because like the NFL still it has some, but for the most part it's like Canada, and then there are some other players that are from other leagues, not other leagues, sorry, that are from other countries, but for the most part it's strictly America. That for the NFL, who is still like the top dog when it comes to the big three, they believe that if they could expand into other countries and have like these like so you have the football camps, you have if you have like different teams to start getting more support, what you're hoping for is you're hoping for those Otanis, you're hoping for those uh, you know I was going to think I'm trying to think of anyone's um, you're hoping for the Jokic, you're hoping for the Doncic, you're hoping for all these people who are international stars who not only get support from their home country, but also the fact of, hey, you're getting support from your own team itself. So I get it from that aspect because it makes sense. It's like we are trying our best to expand what we already have. We already have a stranglehold over the American sports, which is never going to change. Like I really don't think it's going to change because like I get why baseball kind of got passed because just because a lot of money started going into football. But if I am the NFL and I know there's not been a market that's really gone to like the big spectacle physical sports. I don't want to say that baseball and basketball is not a physical sport, but like compared to football, not really. And so I would expect that a lot of people will be intrigued by it because it'll be a little bit different, or it'll be in the same exact way with soccer, where soccer is very physical. Though a lot of people all they think of soccer is like, oh, I'm like I hurt my knee and that kind of stuff, and it's like no, if you actually watch soccer, like it is still a very physical sport. Obviously, yes, there are a lot of people who try to flop, but it's still a physical sport. Pass out to Puka Nakua up to the 41-yard line, gain about 5 yards. Um, let's see here. Oh, I already answered those ones. Okay, so back to the game. Sorry about that little talk about international sports. So second down 6, shotgun formation. Stafford's got Kyron Williams to his left. That should be a false start. How is that not a false start? Throw, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down. But okay, explain to me how a whole entire left side, like jump back a whole like half second before the center snapped the ball. How? How is that not called? Match Stafford under center, going to be hand off to Kyron Williams, who is going to sidestep and get maybe a yard. And there is a penalty flag that's called. I think it might be holding. Yep, holding on defense. Oh no, holding in the offense too. Okay, penalty decline. Replay first down. But I said this already earlier this game. There is a really bad problem with the fact that there have been a lot of false starts that are just not being called, and it is blatantly obvious. From the 39-yard line, first down 10, Stafford in shotgun formation, Kyle Williams to his right. Going to send Allen in motion, going to be a handoff, And it's going to get up to about the 35-yard line. So great job there. It's going to gain about 4 yards. Second down, 6. All right, second down, 6. 13:07 left to go in the third quarter. After Stafford under center. I said Puka Nakua into motion, and gonna be a they just faked the oh man. They faked the cameraman. It was a nice PA boot. Stafford rolled out, but unfortunately he missed his guy. He got him, but he dropped it. So third down, 6. Also, speaking of soccer, um, my mind keeps on going to the Waka Waka song by Shakira because my kids were singing it. Not kids, my students. I should say that in case somebody comes in and like, oh, you got kids? No, I got students. We're singing the Waka Waka song, and so that's all I can think about. Stafford throws and be caught, dropped. Oh my gosh, Kyron Williams. There we go, double agent, double agent. Would have been the easy third down pickup. Now it's got to be Cardi for a field goal. But yeah, no, like they were singing it. Waka Waka, it's time for Africa. You know that song? So yeah, so that got stuck in my head. Um, they're singing in the morning, and I kept on thinking about it throughout the year. Well, throughout the morning. Goodness gracious. Oh, I've been up for so long. From the 53-yard line, Cardi from the right hash to make it a one possession game. Snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is no good. And it's just going to go to the right. So, like I said, Emmanuel, I was smart. We're not taking Cardi right. Who do we decide to take? I can't remember who I told you I should take. I told y'all, but McVay ain't listening. Yep. Who did I tell y'all? Who did I tell you to take as a kicker last time? Because it was, oh goodness, it was Cardi, it was McManus, it was shoot, who was? Oh, it was it? Did you have Fitzgerald down there, like Ryan Fitzgerald as a pickup? I'm trying to think. It was like 5 kickers, and I don't even remember who I suggested. Yeah, no, McVay doesn't listen to anybody. Unfortunately, that's just it's so sad that he just doesn't want to hear like a fan just try to be nice for once. We're trying to be supportive, but just you can take the horse to water, but you can't force him to drink, man. It's unfortunate. It really is. Um, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about Waka Waka. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, I got that song stuck in my head. So when I was talking about soccer, and then I was thinking about the World Cup, that's what I was thinking of was the Waka Waka song. It's time for Africa. Sorry. That was the other thing too. I was thinking about. They didn't really have this conversation yet, but the halftime show, because thinking about Shakira and how she did a halftime show, I had forgotten that Bad Bunny was a feature when Shakira and J Lo did in Miami. That Bad Bunny actually had already been in a halftime show. And then I went back and did some more research, and I was like, hold up a second. There's been other instances where somebody has been like a featuring in a Super Bowl halftime show, and then later on they became a headliner. So Kendrick Lamar was in the one when it was in L.A. when it was in Inglewood. Um, when you had like Dr. Dre, you had Mary J. Blige, you had all like late '90s, early 2000s, like I said, R&B, soul slash rap, and Kendrick Lamar was featuring there, and there was other one too. There was one more that I talked about while I looked up. I was looking at like what happened, like the last 10 Super Bowls halftime shows. From the 43-yard line, after that missed kick, gonna be handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who gets to the 45-yard line, gain about 2, and it'll be second down 8. Glad it's paying off. Thought about Cardi a lot. Hope that's right. Dicker the kicker. That's right. I did say Dicker the kicker. Hope Dicker can put up some points for me. Chris Boswell versus the Falcons top beat. That would be for sure. Oh my goodness, I forgot it was that many people. Brock Purdy's out. Mickey Pearsall, Brandon Ayuk, and Juwan Jennings. I was thinking because of the fact that you have so many wide receivers have been out, which is crazy. There's been a lot of 12 personnel. I mean, all day throws and incomplete. I think he was thinking that Christian McCaffrey is going to keep on the wheel route. Third down 8, 12:04 left to go in the third. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. That's why I was doing a little research last night about what was the last 10 Super Bowl halftime shows. So 12:04 left to go in the third quarter. Still 17-7. From the 45, Mac Jones shotgun formation. McCaffrey to his left. Drops back to pass. Is getting some pressure. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. And Tongs got a little bit held. Well, actually got past the fence by Darius Williams. First down 10 for the 49ers. Dang. Dang me. Might I get a rope and hang me? Maybe I shouldn't be singing that song on stream. Sorry. Yeah, he bumped. He bumped early. He bumped him. 12 minutes left to go in the third quarter. From the highest tree. I probably should sing that song. They won't me. What even is that song about? Mac Jones just by the pass. Throws, and it's going to be up to about the 30-yard line. First down 10 for the 49ers. 11:54. Who even sings that song? Now I don't know why. My dad used to sing that song all the time, so I don't know why. Dang me. Sorry, from the 30-yard line, Mac Jones under center. Got 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a pitch out to the left for Chris McCaffrey. Gains about 2 yards in the play. Second down 8. Yeah, Roger Miller. Dang me. 1964. Don't know why that song came to my mind, but it did. Why are you showing the backup? We get it. Martinez is the backup. So, from the 28-yard line, Mac Jones under center. Bijan. Brian Robinson in the backfield. Going to hand up Brian Robinson up to the 25-yard line, down to about the 23. And it's going to be third down and 3 for the 49ers. 10:30 left to go into the third quarter. All right, shotgun formation. Christian McCaffrey to his left. Bunch to the right. No, not. Tongues is going over to the left. Tongues, whatever you say his name. Drops back to pass. And Mac Jones throws across the middle. It's caught as Kendrick Bourne down to about the 24-yard line. No, not 24. 14? Yeah, 14-yard line. First down 10. And Jerry Verse is ticked off. He is quite mad. All right, so from the 13-yard line, Mac Jones under center, Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to send Kendrick Bourne in motion over to the right. Now motion back over to the left. And going to be a hand on Christian McCaffrey, and he's going to cut back inside and down to about the 10-yard line. Get about 3 yards there. Second down, 7. 9:07 left to go in the third quarter, 17-7, and the 49ers are driving. Earlier, I was thinking about Brian Robinson, and I was like, I hope he does well because Alabama dude. And for some reason, my mind went from Alabama dude to Mississippi Girl by Faith Hill. And I don't know why, but that's where my mind goes. Um, the Mississippi Girl don't change her ways. Sorry. So yard line gives immediate pressure, throws, and that's a great catch by Kendrick Bourne, and that's going to be at the first down marker, first and goal from the 3-yard line. And Matt Jones, I mean, immediate pressure. I think that was it. Who was that? Was that Brandon Fisk or was that? I think it was Fisk that got the Fisk got on Brindle, forced him to kind of throw kind of early, and great job there getting that first down. Kind of like sail it. It's a weird little throwing motion. All right, 8:05 to go in the third. Touchdown here makes it very difficult. Going to be a handoff, Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be short. At the 1. Second goal from the 1. 7:47 left to go in the third. Boeing. This is not how I saw this game going at all. I can honestly say. Forty-Niners got to bow up. So, goal line. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff to Juszczyk, and he gets absolutely clobbered for a 1-yard loss. Third and goal for the 49ers. At about the 2-yard line. I mean, there was nothing for him there. He got absolutely just clobbered. Clobbering time. Still haven't seen the new Fantastic Four movie. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of movies that came out. I just have not gone to the movies. I didn't have the money for it. They haven't had a rushing touchdown yet? Wow. Okay. So third and goal. Shotgun formation. Going to send Juszczyk in motion over to the right. And a timeout is called by the 49ers because the play clock was winding down. 6:39 left to go in the third quarter. Third and goal. 17-7. But the 49ers are knocking on the door at 2-yard line. Let's see here. If I was the 49ers, I would probably give it to Christian McCaffrey, but I'd probably try to make it a little more pizzazz. What am I say? Give him a little bit of running start, maybe, possibly. So from the 2.5-yard line, third and goal. Time possession, goodness gracious. 10 minutes more than the Los Angeles Rams. 282 to 165. So, Mac Jones going to send number of MVS in motion over to the right. And is going to drop back to pass. And is going to almost get sacked, but it's going to throw incomplete. And that is going to be... Oh no. Oh no. Mac Jones is laying on the ground, holding his calf. That's not good. Okay. Well, they were showing Martinez. Well, I said Byron Young, Tennessee, beats McKivitz, and let's see here. Is there anything that kind of shows? Not really. I mean, that just kind of lands on the turf. That's all. All I can really see. He's holding right at the knee brace. So, gonna go to commercial break. More than likely, they'll just kick the field goal. Well, they probably go for it too, but it's on the 2.5-yard line. You got a backup quarterback in. Because if you score a touchdown here, it is so much harder. I would probably go for it and then hope your defense kind of helps out if you don't make it. Because 20 because 20-7 is much different than 24-7. My goodness, fire every Niner medical person. They can't do anything to help these guys healthy. Like, and this is one of the things that, like, Luke and I talked about. Um, a couple years ago, it was the Titans who had back-to-back years where they constantly were getting injured. So many injuries. The Ravens have had, like, this year in particular has been a really bad year, but in years past also had bad years where they were losing a lot of people. But the 49ers has been consistently one of the most injured teams. Whenever they aren't, they're doing amazing, but they're usually injured. And so there's got to be a point where you look at it and be like, hey, is it the way that we practice, or are we just getting the most talented small tissue kind of injuries players. Like it's usually like it's usually stuff like that. So I don't know what the deal is. If it's the medical staff, if it's the way they practice, or what I don't know. But it's a constant problem. Did they just do a 2010 meme? FanDuel. Did you just do a 2010 meme with Rob Gronkowski? Send it. And like the little white bold. 49ers might have to forfeit a game this season if it gets any of this worse. Honestly, dude. I mean, like, literally, if you have to start Martinez, which, as a hopeful Birmingham Stallions fan, I've never gone to the game. I went to go to a game. It's not that far for me to go, but I haven't gone yet. Martinez is not the best. But they're working on his legs, so hopefully he's okay. So they are going to go field goal kick. They get 20. Kick is up, kick is good. So 20-7, 6:33 left to go in the third. I'm assuming they're just going to give him, some shots. Shots. Yeah. There's want some shots. I'm not singing all the songs because it would not be appropriate. But I'm assuming they're just going to shoot him up with some stuff. Be like, you're good, you can make it. Well, he's walking on his own power. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. He's jogging on his own. Come on, Mac Jones. You got to have a little bit better acting than that there. We might see CMC up a quarterback again. Hopefully not. Well, he can throw it sometimes, somewhat. He threw it in that what's that Monday Night Football game? Yeah, Monday Night Football game against the Saints. As a Panthers fan, that was interesting where we almost won that game. And CMC threw I think a touchdown pass to Chris Manhertz. Kick is away, and it's going to be returned about the 7-yard line, up to the 15, 20, up to 25 to the 30, and down to about the 31-yard line is Xavier Smith from, I believe, Florida A&M. I believe it's Xavier Smith. But I won't put it past them. They got to be cursed. Must have sold their help for all those playoff wins. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But it is a little concerning that it's a constant problem. Whenever I see Jesse Williams, I keep on thinking of I will always think of him for Grey's Anatomy. Stafford, I got all day the pocket. Goodness gracious, and just throws it up and away. And Blake Corum, I mean, you just wasted an opportunity. If you had just stayed on your route, maybe you could have gotten the ball. But he's being a double agent. I suggest you give more catches, more carries to Jarquez Hunter. That's what I suggest. Second down 10, 6:20 left to go in the third. From the 31, Stafford empty set, drops by the pass. Plenty of time. Throws a deep ball, and it's going to be caught by none other. Then 2-2 out well up to the 35-yard line at under 6:10 left to go in the third quarter, and the Rams are in striking distance. Small, little 2-2 out will. No more than maybe $160. He was always really small. I have a feeling. I think he's still at 160. He's like 5'9", 160. But man, does he have got some speed. He's got some speed. And a 49ers player is down on the ground. That's not good. Who is it? Who? Oh, it's Yetur Gross-Matos. Oh, a former Panther. And he's getting up at least. Walking the sideline. That's good. On his own power. Yetur versus Alaric Jackson. All right, first down 10. Stafford going to be in shotgun formation, drops back to pass, throws, and that's going to be caught as Puka Nacua up to the 19-yard line. First down 10. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. 20-17, but the Rams are driving. This is where you find Puka. Puka. Get him 200 yards. Not even close, but maybe. If they continue to throw it Puka's way, maybe we can get 200 yards. Probably not, but I'll take 120. Right now it's 5 7 for 44. Probably not. Maybe. So from the 19-yard line, Stafford drops by the pass and is going to roll and just throw it away. You know, if I was a betting man, I would say Blake Corum does not have any hands at all. He just dropped that pass. A little bit high, but, you probably could have caught that ball. You know who would have caught that ball? Jarquez Hunter. I'm going to keep on saying it. I don't care. I want Jarquez to be good. Please, Rams, let him be good. Make my sweet Jarquez Hunter be good. Oh, my eyes. All right, so second down 10. 5:05 to go in the third quarter from the 19-yard line. Stafford drops back to pass and throws. It'll be Puka Nacua, a little screen action up to the 10 and down to about the 8-yard line. And that's going to be another Rams first down. 4:50 now left to go in the third quarter. I'm going to say 4:55 initially, and then I was like 4:50, and I just kind of held it out for a second. So, first and goal for the Rams at about the 8-yard line. They're feeding Puka Nacua. Under center. Kyren Williams in the backfield. Going to be a draw play to Kyren Williams. Get down to the 5 and down to the 1. Do you have Puka in fantasy? If so, bravo. Great pick. No, unfortunately, he went before me. I was scared off of him because of Stafford's back. And once again, I'm proving why I'm not an NFL coach or GM. I think the Stafford's back is still a problem, but if I had to guess, they're just giving him something to be like basically just dead in the pain. Like, just stick it out for, another year or so, and then you'll be fine. All right, 3:50 left to go in the third. Stafford under center. Going to be a throw. It's going to be Puka Nacua for a touchdown. So, Puka, like I said, having a pretty decent game so far. That was very quiet in the first half. Has come alive on this drive. And now, there's a one-possession game. 20-13, that extra point making a 6-point game. It was a very low throw, but Puka Nacua just kind of cradled it like a nice little baby. Like a nice little sweet little baby. Cradle it. And it fell into the end zone. But yeah, I wish I'd taken Puka. No, I should have taken Amon-Ra St. Brown and I didn't. My first round pick, I had a choice between Amon-Ra St. Brown or Nico Collins, and like a dummy, because I want to believe that, Nick Caleb hopefully will be a good offensive coordinator, and Nico Collins had a pretty decent year last year before he got injured, so I expect him to have good. Instead of going my gut, which was take Amon-Ra St. Brown because it worked for me last year, I didn't. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is 22-14. So that's kind of put me in the butt because right now my wide receivers are kind of being my problem. Because right now I got Mahomes and Herbert as my quarterbacks. Um, I've got my running backs as Chuba Hubbard and James Cook. And my tight end is a revolving door of Harold Fenton Jr. and John Smith because I don't really value tight ends as much, and it's kind of hard to gauge unless you get the top guys. So I just kind of I'll just kind of go back on that one, and then someone who's going to constantly get targets. And then my wide receivers are Zay Flowers, who worked for me 1 week and has not worked for me since. Nico Collins, Ted McMillan, who I'm starting this week, and Khalil Shakir, who I love me some Khalil Shakir. I have been a avid supporter of him. When I made the Diggs trade video where Diggs got traded, and I knew that a lot of people were overestimating it, I said the Bills would be just fine without him, and I was correct. And the person who dogged me in the comments, he ain't been back saying that I was right, but I said that I was going to be right. So, just want to say that I was correct on that one. And as everyone eats for, this is a weird commercial for Apple, what in the world is this commercial? I said everyone said Khalil Shakir got some food. You got Keon Coleman got some food. You got James Cook, definitely got fed. Everyone was kind of doing their own thing, but Khalil Shakir was the security blanket, and I love him for it. He's always solid. Always solid. It is a pretty good game so far. That's right, Dobie. It's been pretty good. It is much better than the last 49ers-Rams game that I had to stream. That was the last game in the trailer, and that game was, oh my goodness. It wasn't the worst game I had to stream, but yeah, they just showed it 12-6. That one was, it was awful. And I was going into the game thinking, oh, this might be good, and it was not. Wait, Saquon's got a documentary coming out on the 9th. Very nice, Saquon. Oh, an Amazon Prime documentary, you say? 3:45 to go to the third quarter. Kickoff about to ensue. And the 49ers will get to respond. Nice little knuckleball. And it's going to bounce 10, 15, 20, and up to 25. And down about the 27-yard line is where the 49ers are going to start. Fumble! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They said they stopped. They stopped. I guess either it was down or they called for momentum. That sucks. Anyways, 3:40 left to go to the third quarter from about the 27-yard line for the 49ers. Down, up, 20-14. Yeah, so I'm assuming that the forward progress was stopped. It was Garindo with the fumble. Sean Dolak, let's freaking go. Sean Dolak with the forced fumble, but now is that a challenge flag? Yeah, they can't challenge it because, like I said, okay, here's the deal. And I had experience as a Panthers fan, and it sucked. If they call for progress, then it can't be, unfortunately, it can't be reviewed because it happened before where this was in 2021. Panthers were 3-0 going against the Dallas Cowboys, and Jeremy Chin had tackled a player, and as he tackled the player, the ball had came out. But the problem is that the refs had blown for momentum. So even though the ball had happened before then, and it had been moving, it was leaving, and then as soon as he went down, the ball popped out, and it was a fumble. It didn't matter because of the fact that they had called for momentum, which sucks. It sucks a lot. So I feel bad for the Rams because it probably should have been called a fumble. But from the 27-yard line, Mac Jones under center, and that is a false start. Please call that. Thank goodness. Thank you for calling it because that was so obvious. All right. I trade down in the league because I firmly believe that two high-end second rounders are better than one late first round pick and an early second. Maybe not good at that, but it stopped me from drafting Neighbors or Genty. So I like to be later on. I don't like to be like the first or the first to like 5 pick. I like to be like that 9 to 12 pick because then I generally know okay what my draft strategy is. I'm going to take this player and hopefully like either these two players are going to be from the next pick because you're still going to be getting good players. Mac Jones is going to check it down. That's going to be to Bourne, who gets about 6 yards. So second down, about 9 from about the 28. But that's what I like to do because I get to sit back and see what other people's draft strategy are before I take my players. And also, generally, I like players that are not the top people at the position that everybody else is trying to get. Like I rarely try to get like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase or whatnot. I more so go for running backs first, if anything, or someone who's going to get a lot of targets. So Mac Jones throws across middle. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be Tongs, and it's going to be no, it's Farrell actually. Sorry about that. And it's going to be third down and about something like some inches, just a couple. 2:42 left to go in the third quarter. It got me London and Bowers as opposed to Genty and London. That's fair. Well, I wouldn't have taken Genty that early. Like I get he's a running back, but I wouldn't take it that early. Third and 1, and it's gonna be a. Oh, did he get it? Oh, it's gonna be close. Okay, he called that really quickly. He said it was gonna be a first down. Initially, it looked kind of short, but he called it pretty quickly. I would call play call really like go. Just press run for McCaffrey. Run for McCaffrey. Don't give time to look at it. Run for McCaffrey. And is it a challenge flag or is it just a timeout? 1:53 left to go in the third quarter. Yep, challenge. Makes sense. I would have Genty is going to go off now that they let him go back to his college stance. It's possible, but that Raiders offensive line is just not that good. There we go. Okay, so it was a review, so it wasn't a challenge, but it was a review, and it's fourth down. So 1:53 left to go in the third quarter. They're going for it. They're on their own, like 36, 37-yard line. Like, my thing with Genty, though, is Gino has not been playing that well. So there's going to be a lot more crowded boxes. And the fact that, like, their offensive line is just not that good. So Mac Jones under center. And a little tush push action. Or really just QB sneak. That's a terrible. What is that? What is that ref doing? Okay, so you start all the way over here and you're like, oop. So here's a first down by the other guy. I guess he got a better vantage point. Goodness gracious. Um, Raiders' O-line is bad, but you have to consider that Genty is their only good running back, so he's not splitting any carries. That's what I'm saying. Like his touches will be high, but how effective is he going to be considering the fact that like it's going to be like stacked boxes from here on out? Because after they had a pretty decent game against the Bears, and Gino tried to give that game away. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm making sure that was there a timeout called? Did you call no timeout? 49ers. 49ers had one more timeout with a minute left to go in the third quarter. Kyle. That's not good. That's not good game clock management. You have one timeout. You got a whole another quarter. Why? Why? I don't know. But yeah, I think Genty will be okay because they're probably going to get him some passes out of the backfield. But I'm just very concerned what I've seen from the Raiders. There's pieces, but I thought it would be better with Gino, and it has not been. Gino's been regressed significantly. All right, it's first down and 10 with 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Mac Jones in our center. Gonna send Farrell in motion over to the right. McCaffrey in the backfield. And going to throw a toss. He's got some blockers. Going to get up to about the 40 and up to about the 43-yard line. Nice gain there, about 5 yards. Second down 5. Benchmore Brand consistently mentioning Sincere McCormick and Zamir White and Alexander Madison being the Raiders running back probably has something to do with me drafting him in a different league. Yeah, because, no, dude, last year, oh my goodness, there's so many people who are trying to talk up Zamir White. And I'm like, okay, I get it. His nickname is Zeus, and every single time he runs ball, you call it Zeus, but he's not that good. Throw out to Juszczyk, who is going to be just short of the first down marker, 3rd and 1. But there were so many people who were trying to hype him up, and I'm like, no. And it did not work. It did not work well for the Raiders last year at all. But because there's been a couple of years where the people have tried to hype up somebody, and I'm like, why? Because I don't see it, and I was right about that one, but that one was gracious. That and what was the other one too? There was another one too that got hyped up a lot. Also, pretty much every highly drafted running back in the last few years has been good. I don't see it being different for Genty. I think he's going to be good. I just think that you're going to see where everyone's going to be like, hey, you need to invest in this offensive line a little bit more because right now it is not good. Your quarterback situation with Geno Smith has been regressing significantly. Where we initially thought like, oh, we'll have the Seahawks Geno, who Seahawks Geno was carrying that offense because there's a lot of dumb play calls by Ryan Grubb. Offensive line was bad too. So that's why I was hopeful for Genty this year. And I felt like I said, I still think that he's going to be good. I'm not saying he's not going to be good. I'm just saying that I think that defenses are going to wise up and are going to stack the box and force Geno to win the game for them, especially good defenses. So Raiders are playing. Let's see. Raiders. Yeah, playing Colts, Titans. I don't think. I think Titans, you could probably have a decent day. Colts, kind of decent. Aiden Hutchinson, what is this? Oh, it's a Haynes commercial. Okay. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I might be wrong. But I think that Gentry will have a good enough year that you will see and be like, if you just put some stuff around him, Gentry can lead the way. Um, because like I said, I loved him coming out, but I don't know if this is going to be the year. I think this is going to be the year where shows flash like he did last time, last week. But I don't think it's going to be consistent enough. That's my thing. I don't think it's going to be consistent enough. Now you say their next two opponents is possible. Like possible that he breaks out, or possible that that's not going to be good. because I think like a third and one here. Sorry, third and one into the fourth quarter. Going to be hands to Chris McCaffrey, who is going to be nice tackle there by Landman for about a 4-yard loss. Well, 3-yard loss. Fourth down punt away for the 49ers. Because, like, the Titans have a pretty decent defense, not going to lie. It's unfortunate their offense has been abhorrent. And then you have the Colts, who I think are going to be able to get a little bit of a lead, and they're getting a little bit of lead. Then you might get, like, Genty out of the backfield, like, as far as, like, catching, but, like, it's going to be more so trying to chase points. So, I don't know. You break out. Okay. It's possible, but I'm not very convinced. From a 10-yard line, Xavier Smith gets up to about the 12. Because he had a pretty decent day. He had a pretty decent day against the Bears. Like, he had a really good day. But I'm just really, really concerned about the Raiders this year. Nate Landman, great Falcon. Sad to see him leave, but glad he got a second contract. Definitely deserved it. Yep. Like I said, I like Genty for the future. I just think it's going to be inconsistent this year. And it's not a slight against Genty. Like, I'm not trying to be slight against Genty. I just literally think it's because the offensive line is not there and Gino's not been playing well. So, but from the 12-yard line, Stafford under center. Gonna send Tutu Elwin in motion over to the right. Drop back to pass, throws to be Puka Nacua, who's going to make a man miss and get up to the 20 and fight for extra yards to the 21-yard line. So, second down and 1 for the Rams. Second down and 1, Stafford drops by the pass, and is going to throw. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be to, I think it's Allen, right? Is that Allen? Yes, it is. Allen for a first down catch by about a 3-yard gain. First down 10. 49ers up by 6, but the Rams are trying to play spoiler. Stafford drops back to pass and gets some pressure, throws across the middle, and it's going to be dadgummit. Devontae Adams fell right there. Don't know if he got tripped up or what happened there. But second down 10, 13:04 left to go to the fourth. Yetur Gross-Matos is out with the hamstring, so that was the defender that was down a little bit later, a little bit while ago. All right, so from 25-yard line, second down 10. Stafford, shotgun formation with Kyron Williams to his left. Drops back to pass, and is going to throw across the middle. It's going to be Kyron Williams up to about the 34-yard line. It's going to be a yard short, third and 1. Third and inches for the Rams. 12:30 remaining in the fourth. 20-14. Stafford under center. Going to be a handoff to Kyron Williams, who is going to get the first down and a gain about 3 yards. First down 10 for the Rams. Found the Rams taking a long, methodical drive. Give your defense a little bit of a break, who's been keeping you in the game, and try to help balance out this really wonky time possession. Stafford under center. No, sorry, no. And a shotgun formation. Drops by the pass. Kyron Williams throws, and he got hit as he threw. And I believe Stafford is very upset that that's not going to be a roughing the passer. He did get hit in the head. So I will say that. He did get hit in the head. Like Gibson, oh wow, that should have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty. Not only did it hit him in the head, but he also like kind of grabbed the face mask right there. So, oh, they did call a penalty. Okay, they did call a penalty, but it wasn't on that. They called it on pass interference. So first down 10 from the 42-yard line. Stafford shotgun formation, trips to the left, drops back to pass, and he's got all day to throw. Throws across the middle. Let's be caught. Devontae Adams doesn't matter though. There was a penalty. More than likely, it's going to be a hold. More than likely. Oh no, legal use of hands. So penalty declined. So a big game by Devontae Adams. Let's be in striking distance for the Rams. 11:49 left to go in the fourth. Down to about the I want to say was it the 35, 27 yard line somewhere in between there. All right, so first down 10 from about the 32-yard line. Stafford in the center, drops back to pass, and is going to throw across the middle of the field. That's be Devontae Adams down to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Rams. 11:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. First and goal, 20 to 14, and the Rams are within striking distance. I say, maybe just score a touchdown here. That's what I would do, but I don't know. Maybe they're in like a different phase of life. Maybe they decide, you know what, we just want to kick a field goal here. I don't know. It's up to them. So from the 8-yard line, first and goal, shotgun formation. Going to send Puka Nacua into motion. Drops back to pass, looks Puka Nacua's way, and throws those back foot. And that's going to be, incomplete. Try to get to Parkinson, but unfortunately, falls complete. Second and goal from the 8. 10:43 left to go in the fourth quarter. So far, it's been an 80-yard drive. Goodness gracious. All right, second and goal. Stafford in shotgun formation, drops back to pass, looks to his left, throws. It'll be Kyron Williams, who's going to walk into the end zone for a second receiving touchdown of the day. So sorry, Emmanuel. But that makes it 20 to 20. Extra point would make it a 1-point lead for the Rams. Goodness. Dang, my pick'em regains life. My fantasy week is slipping by my hands slowly but surely. Yeah. I mean, maybe have a chance. Cardi with the extra point to go up by 1. And kick is up. Kick is blocked. Oh, no. It's 20 to 20. It was blocked. Well, Emmanuel, at least you dodged Cardi. Goodness gracious. So instead of having a 1-point lead, it is 20 to 20 with 10:39 left to go in the fourth. What's up, Zoe? Hey, you just came in. Rams came back, tied up the game. It is 20 to 20 in the fourth quarter. 10:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's freaking go. It's been a pretty good game. Not gonna lie, Zoe, it's been a pretty good game. I was talking about it's much better than the last Rams 49ers game that I streamed. That was at 12:06 Thursday night game. That was the last stream that I did in the old trailer. But very, very interesting turn of events where we were expecting being up by 1, feeling pretty good, but now you're tied. And that's a whole. If the Rams lose because of this block texture point, that's going to suck. Dang, I'm jinxing every Ram now except Puka. Don't jinx Puka. I don't have Puka in my. Oh, they're just talking about Ritos Gross Matos. They're showing a commercial about Yetur Gross Matos, and he just got ruled out um because of hamstring. It's a Downey commercial. He just got hurt. What? Okay, okay. I'm sorry. If a player just got hurt, why are you showing a commercial about him? That feels weird. A little odd. Um, it's like, hey Ryan, hey Zoe, hey Emmanuel, hey Zoe. um, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry, but if I get if it's like a superstar and you paid a lot of money for the commercial and they get hurt, but Etor probably not going to get a bag for doing a Downing commercial. So I don't know why you're showing that when he got hurt. Like he got hurt. So show some respect. Show some respect. I mean, I guess like unless you're like doing it so you get some money, then that'd be fine. But still, I think it's a little odd. So the Rams to kick off. What in the world? Oh, they're rubbing something on. Either rubbing something on, or they're doing the most thorough massage I've ever seen in my life. And that's going to be in the end zone for a touchback for the 49ers. Dadgum. Showing all the Rams blocked field goals. Or block kicks, that is. So far, it's been 4. All right, so first down 10 for the 49ers from the 35-yard line. Mac Jones under center going to send Yushek in motion over to the right. Drops back to pass and is going to throw it to Tongs, who is going to get up to about the. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, gosh. Tongs got absolutely clobbered for about a 1 or 2 yard gain, and he got like 3 people just pile drived into him. So, second down 8 after a 2 yard gain. 10-20 left to go in the fourth. Mac Jones under center. McCaffrey in the backfield. Got MVS in motion over to the right. And going to be hands to McCaffrey, who is going to get nothing. Great job there by the Rams. Great pressure. That's Jared Verse with a tackle. Third down about 8. 9:50 left to go in the fourth. So has the 49ers special teams been really good, or has the Rams been bad? Rams, they just show about how like they've had already in the first 5 weeks have had 4 blocked kicks, and I would say it's more so the Rams just having like a lot of missed blocks on their field goal unit, where basically just applied pressure up the middle. That's pretty much where it's been. Mac Jones dropping a pass, throw off the back foot, and unfortunately, Demarcus Robinson fell. Demarcus Robinson looking for a flag, but I don't know. I feel like it's like he got caught up in like somebody else's legs. But Jared Verse applying the pressure on Brindle. Yep. Man, I'm 4th in the league right now, going against 5th place, but I'm probably falling to either 6th or 7th. This league is so competitive, so I'm surprised I'm even made it 4th place, being 3-1. Well, just try your best. Hopefully, this other thing too. You're hoping that you're not, just good enough that you don't get the waiver wire, because sometimes the waiver wire will help you significantly. Because I had that happen to me one year where I was off. I mean, I was like 6-0. I was doing amazing, and then my players got hurt, and I couldn't do a lot of trades because no one wanted to trade with me because I was like number 1. And then I couldn't get anything on the waiver wire because of the fact that I was number 1, and I barely made the playoffs. Like I started off like 6-0, and then I proceeded to almost lose out the rest of my games because all my players got hurt. Um, so hopefully, like I said, like hopefully you're still good enough where you have healthy players. That man, if you're good to begin the season, then you start getting hurt, it is pretty much done for. Yahoo has grown really. Has really grown on me. The UI is really nice once I used it, and I'm second in that league. Very nice, very nice for Yahoo. I might have to check that out because I've only done ESPN because that's what all my friends did. Might have to check out the Yahoo. Yahoo. Honestly, okay. What is Yahoo's like theme? You know what I'm saying? Like, does Yahoo have like a Yahoo or something like that? For their um sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is a Yahoo? I don't even know what I'm looking up. Yahoo sound. I'm just gonna say Yahoo. That's not even one of them. Not sound effect. They're saying Yahoo sound effect for Mario. Yahoo! Like that kind of thing. I don't really like that. I was thinking like, what is the What is it like? How companies have like certain sounds. I was trying to think of like, what is Yahoo sound? But I don't know. But you would think it would be like an actual Yahoo. I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't know why, but also when I thought about Yahoo, I was thinking of like the in Bruce Almighty when he has the Yahweh and he has like that one. I don't know why I was thinking about that with the Yahoo. Who I don't know what in the world I just thought about the Who's of Whoville for, but that's what I was thinking of. All right, so 9-11, never forget. First down 10, 20-20. Also, the 49ers are one timeout away from being nothing. Stafford's going to throw, and that's going to be a way too high pass for Devonta Adams. Second down 10, 9:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. A slogan or a jingle? Like a jingle, Like, okay, so like, Walmart slogan is "Live better." What is it? Live better, save better. Walmart, something like that. And then you've got like Home Depot has their own jingle. I don't know why I thought of Home Depot, but they got their own jingle. Gonna send Tutu Elway in motion, drop back pass, Stafford throws, and a little bit of hello pass, but still caught by Devonta Adams. Down about the 38.5 yard line. Be third down about 2. I don't know, but like, shouldn't like all companies have like a jingle? Like, if you got money, come up with a jingle. Come up with like a little catchy jingle for us to kind of know, you know. Um, like some people don't have jingles; they just have slogans, which is fine. You gotta have what is the slogan for Yahoo if they don't have a jingle? You gotta have something that kind of reminds you. But Yahoo's.com is make you go Yahoo. I'm gonna send Tutu Atwell in motion over to the right, drop in a pass, and Stafford throws a little low power. Oh my gosh, almost picked off. Almost picked off by Withers. Let's see, what is Yahoo slogan? What is your slogan there, Yahoo? Do you Yahoo? That's a slogan? That can't be a slogan. And the punt is away, and it's going to be. Oh, give a nice bounce. Oh, great bounce. Down to about the 2. 8:04 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Rams just put it on. 49ers. 20-20, 8:04 left, down to 2. Do you Yahoo? This was a iconic late 90s campaign. Yeah, I've never used Yahoo. Hold up, there's Yahoo. Oh, it's a yodel. The yodel's a jingle? Interesting. Interesting. Punting on 4th and 1 with the 8 minutes left in the fourth, tied. Where is that rank on the cowardly punt skill? Well, Emmanuel, it worked out because they put him at the 2. So you put faith in your defense because even if they get a first down, like I said, the scoring possibility from you starting at your own 2 is astronomically low. So more likely to get better field position, and you'll basically have them waste some time, and where basically you're hoping that you get the ball back with about like 5 minutes left, something like that, and you're able to have a long, sustained drive where you're able to run the ball, quick pass to Puka Nakua, and just matriculate on down the field. So I don't think it would be cowardless. It would be cowardly if it was like 6 minutes left. 8 minutes, I don't think so. With 8 minutes, you have possibility of 3 drives. So you're still going to get a drive, and you're hoping that you get good field position, which you are. So I don't think it's cowardly. I would say it's not cowardly for 8 minutes. But if it's like in that 5 to 4 range, I would say yes. It's like 5 or 4 minutes left. Yes, a little bit cowardly, a little bit, just a little bit, maybe. Come on, run it, ride it. I don't know. I like Mm-mm. Song got stuck in my head, and now it's in my nightmares too. The NFL commercial with the baby, not Dua Lipa in the baby, but you know the Raiders baby, that baby. Play dirty, even robbers get robbed. Look at that. It's like that much green bounces and then course corrects. So first down 10 from about the 2, 8:04 left to go in the fourth. 49ers have only one timeout. Mac Jones, shotgun formation. Going to have Chris McCaffrey to his left. Drops by the pass and throws, and it's going to be great job there by Landman for breaking up that pass. Oh no, you need an exorcism. Who, me? Yeah. I just need help. Help. I need somebody. Honestly, I think with that with the Beatles, I don't know. I'm not a huge Beatles fan. I get it. I get why some people like the Beatles, but I'm not like a huge Beatles fan. I'm not like they're the greatest of all time kind of category. Throws will be caught, and that's going to be down to about the 11-yard line. 3rd and 1, pass to Kendrick Bourne. Huge. 7:47. Boing. Left to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1. I do. I need just like I need the whatchamacallit, Wizard of Oz, not Wizard of Oz. Oh my gosh, Harry Potter. Where they like the thing where they like take the memory out. That's what I need. I need to take the whole entire memory of the NFL commercial. All right, 3rd and 1. Mac Jones going to be in shotgun formation with Chris McCaffrey to his right. Drop back to pass, and is going to throw across the middle. As we caught once again by Kendrick Bourne down to the 29-yard line. First down 10 for the 49ers. 7:05 to go in the fourth quarter. My mom is a huge Beatles fan, but she was like 12 when they first debuted. I don't know who she's a huge fan of these days. I like to think it's still the Beatles, but she's such a wide range of taste in music. Yeah, like I said, the Beatles are fine. Like I said, I understand liking the Beatles, but it's not like, it's not no Cardi B. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. First down tip of the 29-yard line. Mac Jones, shotgun formation. And going to drop back to pass. Step in the pocket. Throws. Show check down. That's going to be the use check for about a 4-yard gain. 2nd down 6. I will say this. I think that Cardi B. I think that Cardi B might be at the Super Bowl halftime show. Because a lot of people know Bad Bunny from like the more recent ones that he's done, but he also was in I like it. Where they use Peter Rodriguez. I like it like that. So I think that more than likely she might be at that Super Bowl halftime show. Hand off to be Brian Robinson for about a 1 yard gain, third down about 5. The Beatles have such two different wild sides. They have a cookie cutter niche angle, yes, that they worked when they were first debuted, and they became such a huge psychedelic band. Especially with the what's it called? The Pepper. What's that one called? It's like 4 words, like Saint something Pepper with the yellow submarine and something. I don't know. From a third down 5 from the 34-yard line, Mac Jones, empty set, draws back to pass. He's getting some pressure and throws. And that's caught with Chris McCaffrey up to the 45, up to about the 50-yard line, and as a first down for the 49ers. 5:03 left to go in the fourth. People are freaking out about Bad Bunny. I've seen so many people saying they shouldn't have foreign act leading the Super Bowl. Do people not know that Puerto Rico is part of the United States? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, people do not know. And unfortunately, the fact too is that what I don't understand is this. I'll talk about the probably. I'll talk about the probably 2 minute warning. But the reason why I did the research on like the last 10 halftime shows is because I was trying to understand what the hate's coming from. Bat up in the air and little volleyball spike by Mac Jones, second down 10. But I did a little research about the last 10 because I was trying to remember the last 10 Super Bowl halftime shows. And my conclusion is when is the last time that they marketed to a 40-year-old, you know, well, we're a 40-year-old, maybe 50-year-old, white suburban mother slash Ron DeSantis. Like I don't know, like why we're getting up so much in arms. Like you could just not watch. Throw across the middle to Kendrick Bourne's having a great game. It's the 45, it's to the 40, and that's a first down for the 49ers. Under 4:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. First down to the 40-yard line. But yeah, I don't understand it. I get that like you might be like, well, it should be a foreign. I'm like, well, okay, like it is Puerto Rico, so maybe it's not like one of the 50 states, but it's still a territory. It's still in the United States. It's still, it's not like you're why are we doing this? It makes sense why the NFL is doing it. So Kendrick Bourne 10 receptions for 142. That's crazy. Gonna be a rollout and throw to the ground. Cause like if I remember correctly, wasn't it announced that Bad Bunny was like the most streamed person on Spotify or something like that? So like if that's the case, it's the same as I think that they did for the Kendrick Lamar halftime show where he was the most streamed. Now obviously because of like the whole entire thing, but still their people are still classified as citizens. Exactly. They're still like I said, they're citizens. But the fact is that people like unfortunately don't think so. And like no, they are. Are they a state yet? No. Which they may be. Which I actually have had a conversation with uh, my students is like maybe in your lifetime there might be more than 50 states. Because more than likely it might happen. Because I know Washington, D.C. is definitely on that train. First down 15 for the 45-yard line. Mac Jones drops back to pass. Get pressure, throws a rocket and way too high for Demarcus Robinson. As long as they live on one of the actual 50 states, I think it was 3 billion streaming hours. That's crazy. 3 billion? Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's dumb. I'm very thankful that the only really social media that I have is YouTube. So I'm off for a lot of the dumb stuff that's being said, but like I can still see some of the like the top stuff that's said because that's how Safari works. So you have like some like top stuff from Twitter about a topic and throw a little screen to Tongs. He gets about 4 yards. Third down and about 11 from the 41-yard line. 3:30 remaining in the fourth. But I legitimately did not understand why people were so upset. I was like, It's Bad Bunny. So why is everyone upset? I legit asked my friends. I was like, look, I'm chronically offline when it comes to this. So why are people so upset about this? And they basically gave me like it's just a lot of unfortunately people who don't want to see someone who um, isn't like their kind of music as the headliner. Oh, tip in the air and almost picked off by Stewart. Oh, Josiah Stewart, you almost picked that off. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. Fourth down and 10. Oh my goodness, it's 2:57 left to go to the fourth, and they're going to send on Eddie Pinheiro for this long of a field goal. That's malpractice. I'm sorry, but no, Eddie is not making this field goal. I will bet money that Eddie Pinheiro is not making this field goal. This right here is my swag. This is a 59-yard field goal. Eddie Pinheiro we're talking about. Ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna make it. From left hash. Calling it now. Not gonna make it. Kick is up, and kick is. Oh, well, okay. Well, I would have lost money. He made that. Didn't think he had it in him. Did not think he had it in him. So it is 23-20, 2:52 left to go in the second quarter. I think some of it has to do with the fact that he announced for his last concert that he wouldn't do any venues in the United States because he didn't want ICE camping out his concerts. Which I did hear that some people were saying that there is also some part of the side is like calling him a sellout. We saying the quiet part out loud or no? There's a commonality between all the performers they complain about, and people are maybe insinuate that that would ever happen. Yeah, like literally. So I looked it up. The last 10. So I'll pull it up again. But one of the things that I want to point out is I'm not going to get political, but I'm sorry if you are legitimately thinking that the Super Bowl halftime show will be Metallica, whose stardom was huge for sure in the late 80s, early 90s, and most of the band is in their 60s. So why would that be a halftime show for 2026? Like it makes no sense from that perspective. Um, and then also the last couple of ones. Like the last couple of ones, I feel like should have told you that it's not going to be what you want it to be. Like so, the last 10 starts off with Coldplay in 2016. So you got Coldplay 2016. That's when the Panthers lost. Zoe, that's when y'all won, and it was a hard Super Bowl to watch. But I remember Coldplay being played. And then 2017 was there we go. So you had Beyonce, Bruno Mars, all that kind of stuff. That was Uptown Funk during that time. So that was 2016. And 2017 was Lady Gaga by herself, because I remember that was a whole entire thing too. Then 2018 was Justin Timberlake. 2019 was Maroon 5, was Travis Scott and Big Boy, because that was in Atlanta. And then since 2020, I want to explain this. In what way does this reach out? Like, hey, we're gonna be looking for the suburban families, like parents. Like this is for you, because it's not. It's like for the most part, Shakira and J Lo probably not. Bad Bunny, J Balvin, who I think, like I said, J Balvin's also gonna be there. That's when Jay Z takes over. When Jay Z takes over, it's pretty much them. The Weeknd in 2021, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, and Anderson .Paak, all in 2022. 2023 is Rihanna. 2024 was Usher with Alicia Keys and that whole entire thing. That was also weird. With will.i.am, Lil Jon, her, all that kind of stuff. Kendrick Lamar is 2025, and then now it's Bad Bunny. Like I said, like it makes no sense because like it literally has not been for you. From the 35-yard line, Stafford drops by the pass, throws, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be none other than Puka Nacua for 11-yard gains, first down, 2:45 to go in the fourth quarter. But yeah, like it's it makes no sense. Like if you like you can still watch the Super Bowl, and then you could after the first half ends, you could cut off your TV and then show your sport. Be like, well, I don't believe in this. Okay, it's fine. Then just don't watch it. Nice catch there for Devonta Adams up to about the 36-yard line. 220, 219, 218, 217. Clock change to run. Probably wouldn't take a 2-minute warning fight, I guess. But I don't know. Yes, Emmanuel, always people of color seem to get this type of reaction from a certain crowd. Unfortunately, it makes no sense why this is the case. Like, literally, it shouldn't be that way. Stafford's going to throw it away pretty much. And there's a flag holding on the defense. Ooh. First down for the 49ers. Or first down for the Rams. I don't know why, honestly, why can't we all just get along? I don't know. I don't even get why having the artist that headlines the Super Bowl has to be an American anyway. It's like I said, I understand from the fact that it has always been that way, but technically, he's not the first one. Well, even though he's Puerto Rican, so technically he is a part of America. But like Shakira's not from America, but she was a Super Bowl halftime show, so there was a problem there too. Bad Bunny was in that one too. And so I don't understand. I don't understand why that has to be the fact of like it has to be just a big deal. Like if you want to talk about the fact of Metallica, fine. Then why didn't we have Metallica when you had the Who? You had like the whole like old classic rock in the early 2000s. That's passed you by. That's passed you by. And they already know they have you for football. They already know that the Super Bowl halftime show is one of the biggest shows in the whole entire, the whole entire year. So, if you're Jay Z, which you're not, but if you're Jay Z, and there's a chance you get the guy who, like you just said, 3 billion streaming hours, why would you not? Especially when, and I'll say this about Bad Bunny, the only thing I know about him, is I only know one song. And I know what other people have said about him, but he puts on a spectacle. So it is a Super Bowl halftime show. The budget is ridiculous. You're working with Jay-Z, who's also going to put, like I said, for so far, like I said, I think the Super Bowl halftime shows, even if you think some of the performances, maybe not, but like the costumes, the dancers, the stages, all that kind of stuff, I like what Jay-Z has done. So I think it's still going to be a spectacle. And if you don't like it, then don't watch. Don't watch. You don't got to. But, it is. It is. And then, like I said for next year's possibility that they might not like it. But I don't know. If I am the NFL and for next year it's going to be in SoFi Stadium, if there's a way you can get Taylor Swift, you get Taylor Swift, or you can do like a Billie Eilish, like Billie Eilish from LA, so it'll be like hometown kind of thing, and also like she's also a big star too, so you could do that too. Would that make up for the fact that like a lot of people are going to be upset about this? No, but I guess it'd be like a change of pace. So like basically how each kind of era you kind of see like differences of different styles is there for a long time. There's a lot of pop, and there have been some rock, but it kind of changed over the last couple of years. So I guess maybe also it's just like so a lot of people are just upset that it's rap. For there's been a lot of rap, but it really hasn't. Like it's just been last year and 2022 but a lot of people unfortunately are like, oh no, it's rap. Great run by Kyron Williams down to about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Sorry about that. I was thinking about this instead of actually calling the game. 142, 141, and 140. But it's baffling. It's baffling that you get so up in arms about something that's so trivial as a concert. It is a concert that you get to watch, but you don't have to. Let's see. And given the NFL is trying to appeal to a broader international audience, I imagine this would be a good way to reach out to more international fans. Exactly. It is. It is a smart move by the NFL. A run by Kyron Williams who gets down to about the 6 yard line. Oh, and there might be a holding on Devontae Adams. Um, Even though his politics aren't going front and center for the show, the complainers can't move past the fact that he would openly lambaste the government and advocate for his people. And yet, there was also Lady Gaga who claimed she didn't say anything while she was doing the Super Bowl halftime show, and a lot of people thought that she would, but she didn't. It's like literally there was a lot of people who were like, oh, because it was 2017. It was after Trump got elected, and they were like, oh, Lady Gaga's make a statement, and then she didn't. She just performed. She put on a pretty good performance. So 107 left to go in the fourth. First and goal from the 4. I'm gonna actually call this game. Sorry. So from the 3 yard line, hand off Kyron Williams, who's going to get into the end zone. Oh no, did he fumble? Oh my gosh, no way. No way. Oh no. Kyron Williams fumbled at the 1, and the 49ers got the ball. Well, Rams, you got 3 timeouts. 102 left to go in the fourth. Oh my gosh. I think people don't like the fact that he was very women-like clothing. I guess some people would call that. It was okay when Kurt Cobain did it, though. And that's to say, people just forget about history. They just focus on when they hear Kurt Cobain, they think of, unfortunately, the other thing that happened to him. I would say I'm an outlier. I'm BB's target demographic, but I don't listen to him. I'm a football fan. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl by all accounts. I shouldn't like him performing, but yeah, I don't care. Yeah, because like I said, I'm probably just gonna I might watch it, but also might do something else. But I might watch it or might have it on the background. Because like I said, I might listen to some of his songs. So like the only ones that I really know is that I like it. That's the only one I like. That's the only one I know. And and I like it because it showed me Pete Rodriguez' actual cover, like the sample they used. So I like that. And going to be McCorkle Jones for about a 1 yard gain. Second down and 9 from the 2 yard line. 102 left to go in the fourth. Timeout called by the Rams. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a whole bunch of nothing. The next month, no one's really going to be talking about it. But then as soon as the Super Bowl comes up, that's going to be a big conversation. And then you're going to have a lot of reporters asking dumb questions about it. Trying to start trouble. Trying to start trouble. I'll say an old saying. They're trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. Trying to make a mountain of a molehill. Second down 9. Mac Jones under center. Going to be handoff, and that's going to be Chris McCaffrey, who's going to lose a yard. Timeout's called. 58 seconds left to go in the fourth. A timeout's called. Third down and about 9.5. Yeah. I'm glad that we all can agree that it's kind of dumb for us to constantly be talking about it or constantly being like up in arms about it. Like clockwork, people will forget and go back to yeah, exactly. So they're gonna basically when he comes back, they'll be like, why hasn't this changed? We voice our opinion. They don't listen to us. The NFL doesn't care about us anymore. No, the NFL they don't care about your ideal halftime performance. They don't care what you want because you are not going to be the one that they're trying to reach. So, third down and 8. Shotgun formation. Mac Jones going to be a handoff to Christian McCaffrey, who is going to get nothing. Nothing at all. Fourth and 8. 53 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. So, Rams, got an opportunity. Got one shot. I said that backwards, but it's fine. You could block the kick, possibly, or you give it to Kyron Williams. You try.
Show them this is what you're supposed to do. You don't fumble the ball. You hold on to that thing. It is your baby. It is your precious baby. You don't drop the baby. You keep the baby. Don't drop it.
Dang, is the Kyron Williams -2 points worth it for Kyle Shanahan to win? When I spell it out, no, not really. Well, they still have a shot. Morstead on for punt. Fader on the end zone to choose love. Kick is away. And it's going to be returned, and it's going to be a nice little return from about the 45-yard line to 50. Up to the 45, up to the 40. And Xavier Smith, oh my gosh, up to the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. However, there is a penalty, and it's probably going to be a block in the back or a holding. But it's fine. There's 42 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Rams, you got it in you. I believe in you. After Timberlake Jackson Super Bowl, they tried to go with the old, you got Paul McCartney, The Who, Rolling Stones. Get those Super Bowls were some of the lowest halftime performance viewership. Yeah, Axe. Yeah, I saw the Axe and I was like, Axe? I don't know about Axe, but I was like, okay. All right, so first down 10. Where are they putting the ball? That's the real question. Can the Rams go the distance in 42 seconds? Hopefully so. I think the Rams can ram it in. I think they can get it to Puka Nacua. So from the 50-yard line. So they all got to do is get a field goal to take it overtime. So just be smart. Or are we going to go game-winning touchdown to Puka Nacua so he is the MVP and I correct? Please. Matthew Stafford steps in the pocket, throws a deep ball, and it's going to be, almost caught by Puka Nacua. But great coverage there by Lenore, and it's going to be incomplete. 36 seconds left. Oh, that would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. But we can't get it, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, I remember that halftime show. Yeah, that was, I was really young when that happened, so I don't really remember that as much. I was, how old was I when that one happened? Was I 6? Maybe. From the 50-yard line, well, I'm not going to finish. Stafford throws across the middle, and he throws it behind Devontae Adams. And it's going to be third down 10, 31 seconds left to go in the fourth. Crazy. All right, so Rams, you got 31 seconds. Third down 10. It's two down territory. All right. From midfield, drops by the pass. And Stafford going to check it down to Kyron Williams, who's going to try to get to the 45-yard line, get out of bounds at about the 43. So it'll be fourth down and 3, 25 seconds left to go in the fourth. This right here could be the game. Fourth down and 3. From the 43-yard line, the Rams. Down 23-20. Stafford, going to be in shotgun formation. Actually, no, empty set. Bunch to the left. Drops back to pass. And he's going to throw across the middle. Kyron Williams up to the 30 and down the 29-yard line. 19, 18, 17, 16. Clock continues to run. Going to try to clock it. 14, 13. Does at the 12-second mark. Second down 10 from the 30-yard line. 12 seconds. Down by 3. Ooh. I say we try to get a free release for Puka Nacua and just throw it up for that touchdown. That would be my game. I would appreciate that. I don't have him as fantasy, but I want my prediction to be good. I did say that Christian McCaffrey had a good day. He's had a good day. And if Puka Nacua could have a pretty good day, that would be nice. That'd be very nice. All right, so 12 seconds left to go to the fourth quarter. Bunch to the left. And a timeout is called by the 49ers. So 12 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Going to time it to TV timeout. Not TV timeout. Timeout by the 49ers. If I am the 49ers, I'm thinking to myself, dang it. We had him. At 4-3, and we couldn't stop him. But you know what? Help him to a field goal. You got a chance. You do got a fighting chance. Surprised they don't save the timeout to ice them. It would be an easier field goal at this point. I mean, it'd be like a 40-something yard field goal. If it was like a longer one, I get it, but also I guess they didn't like the fact that it was a bunch formation. They're like, hey, we need to basically just you put in a different defense. All right, Stafford, shotgun formation. Williams to his right. Drops back to pass. And it's going to throw for the end zone. And it's going to be, just off the fingertips of Devontae Adams. Would have been hard for him to try to catch that, but it's fine. 6 seconds remain, and the field goal unit is going to come on. So, Cardi, can you send overtime? So far, the Rams have had trouble blocking field goals. Well, blocking for their field goals. Had a blocked one earlier. This one is from about 47, a 48-yard field goal. From the left hash. Cardi's kick is up, and it is going to be good. Ooh, it was starting to seal a little bit right, but guess what? It is 23-23 with 2 seconds remaining, and we're going to go be over into overtime. Let's go. It's a good game. Gonna go overtime. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's going up through the uprights. Thank you so much. All right, so your 49ers, you're fine. No, your Rams, you're fine. This is a great game. We're having a great time. But I'm a little concerned because who's going to get the ball first? Like, I know both of them get a chance, but who's going to get the ball first? Who's going to set the pace? A 26-26 tie. Yeah, I know that. You know, I don't think they're going to tie. I think I think these coaches have a little more gumption than they're going to return it. Yeah, they're going to return it. 10, 15, 20. Sky Moore up to the 30, down to the 32-yard line. Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised if they would try to take it to a tie. Mainly because, like, they're not wimps, and they also know that a tie, especially the division game, is pretty bad. Like, I get for the Cowboys and Packers, it's like, okay, well, it's NFC, but it's not division. But this is a division game, and a tie is so much worse, especially for this division. Two block extra to OT extra points. That would be nice. Both of them try to kick a field goal and they both miss. Yes, this right here, the fourth one. Game can end in a tie. We know. I think everybody who watched Sunday Night Football knows. I'm still upset the game ended in a tie. I stayed up all day watching that game. All right, so 49ers are going to get the ball first. Definitely a tie in a division is far more detrimental than a tie in conference. Yep. I think the last time wasn't. I mean, the last time was like Texans and Colts, right? That was the last tie. That was division. Just checked on Twitch. If you can go on there, I think it's ahead of you by one down. I'm on the official Amazon. Let me go for it. Let me see if it's maybe. No, I'm trying to see if it's like maybe I go back down that road. No one knows. I was trying to see maybe it like was behind. I know. I'm looking at Shabuzi talking about next Thursday night. It's Thursday night. Also, they need to expand the overtime to be more than 10 minutes. If you're going to do like regular football, which is fine, then make it more than 10 minutes. Because every single team is going to get a drive. So my goodness, time possession. Time possession. 35-52 for San Francisco, 24-08 for Los Angeles. But they got more yards. You got 370 compared to 401. That's been this kind of game. I mean, like the 49ers completely dominated the first half. And then they let the Rams come back. What are we doing? Oh, there you got to switch the field. Ah, it's hilarious. They didn't finish on which way they were going, so that's what happened. Oh, that's hilarious. Hilarious. All right, so Corey to kick this ball away. A little knuckleball. And it does not hit the 20 yards. Oh, my goodness. I don't mind that penalty, honestly. I know that a lot of people were up in arms because of the way that the Cardinals game ended, but I think it's a give and take. It's like you want to do a knuckleball, that's cool, but it's got to hit the 20 yards, and it didn't even get close. I mean, it hit right there by the 27-yard line. All right, it's first down 10 from the 40-yard line. Mac Jones going to be in shotgun formation with Chris McCaffrey to his right. Goodness gracious, they can't line up to save their life. There's a Kendrick Bourne in motion over to the left, draws back to pass, throws across the middle. It's going to be Juszczyk who's going to get the first down to about the 48, 49-yard line. So gain about 11 yards there. First down 10 for the 49ers. You ever think about how crazy it is that the players are playing well into the night of primetime games? Like, they've been up since 9, 10 a.m., and 12 hours later they're playing against grown men. I think I do wonder like what's their their routine that they kind of do for games. Mac Jones shotgun formation, gonna drop back to pass, throw out to Chris McCaffrey. He's got one blocker. He's going to get a miss up to the 40, up to the 35, and down by the 32-yard line as a first down for the 49ers. Or 33-yard line. Yeah, like I said, it depends on what if you're playing prime time. Like I'm assuming you might get a nap in. Like I'm sure that's how some players are. They get a little nap in, or they might get like a pump in. They might do like a little workout. But I don't know what their routine would be. So first down 10 for the 49ers. From the 33-yard line. McCaffrey to his right. Jones dropping a pass. Throws, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be up to about the 27-yard line. That is Tongues. About a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5. I wonder if pre-game naps are a thing. I would like to say it depends on the person, I guess. Like if you feel like you're more alert after a nap, maybe. They probably hope on adrenaline or something, but the older guys are probably past their bedtimes. Yeah, they're probably like, oh, I gotta get home and I gotta, my kids are gonna be hopped up waiting for me. maybe. Drop back to pass, throws across the middle to be tongues, and again, that's going to be a first down, gain about 6 yards there. First down 10 for the 49ers. Nowhere there isn't one guy out there struggling to stay awake. I'm sure it'll be like Aaron Rodgers probably stays up until like 2 o'clock every single day. He's probably like a bat. All right, so 7:38 left to go in the 7:34 left to go in the overtime. First down 10, still 23-23. 49ers driving from the 21-yard line. Mac Jones, shotgun formation. Going to send Juszczyk in motion over to the right. Drops back to pass. And he's going to throw. It's going to be Christian McCaffrey for his 8th reception of the day. Down to about the 14-yard line. Be second down and about 4, 3, maybe. I mean, I'm struggling to stay awake, but I've been up since 5. And then taught. And then also broke up a fight, too. So I've had a very interesting day today. Second down 3. 6:50 left to go in the first. In the overtime. Mac Jones, shotgun formation. Christian McCaffrey to his left, drops back to pass, and he's going to be sacked back at the 24-yard line. Third down. It was second down and 3. They were driving. That's going to be Kobe Turner on Colby. So it'll be third down and about 9? 12. Wrong. 6:15 left to go to overtime. Third down and 12. Mac Jones, shotgun formation. Christian McCaffrey to his right. From the 23. Got to get up to 11. Drops back to pass. Steps in the pocket. And is going to just throw it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Incomplete pass. That's Josiah Stewart. And also, don't want to see your butt crack. Pull up your pants. Thank you, Mac. We don't want to see your butt crack. And so, Eddie Pinheiro on to kick this extra point. Field goal. Mac, is he gagging? It looks like Mac Jones is trying to gag. So this is a 41-yard field goal. Kick is up and kick is... Ooh, he barely made that in. Oh, it was like, boop. It was like, boop. Goodness gracious, that was close. 26. Was the fight you broke up at your school and your class? Yes, it was. Unfortunately. First one of my career. Had to break up. Wasn't fun, for sure. So I've had a very eventful day. But yeah, no, that barely, it like passed and then it hit in. By the skin of the teeth, casual lore drop of the breaking up a fight is crazy. Yeah, no. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know why I said it, but I just make it the fact that I've had a very eventful day. Yeah, it was Josiah Stewart, and it looks like Kobe Turner was on it. Yeah, he looks like he better throw up. Is he okay? Because he was like, bleh. I don't know why she's nauseous. And that is going to be returned to the 5, up to the 10, 15, 20, 25, up to the 30, up to the 34-yard line. That's where the Rams are going to start. 5:46 left to go to overtime. Down by 3. You know, Emmanuel. No, was it you? Yes. Yes, we were one step closer to 26-26 tie. Was it you that said it earlier, or was it Dobie that said it earlier? No, you said it earlier. Yes. We're closer to a 26-26 tie. But is Sean McVay that kind of person? Or is Sean McVay like, nah, we going for it? So first down 10, 5:46 left to go in overtime. Kyron Williams to his left. Stafford drops by the pass, and is going to throw, and that's going to be to Puka Nacua for a 9-yard gain, the second down and 1. Puka Nacua. I wonder how like the announcer says it in the Rams house. Is he more like, inflection on the Puka Nacua? Or or is he more like a, on the Nakua, more inflection on there. So Stafford drops back to pass and is going to spin, throw a deep pass, and it's going to be caught by Tutu Atwell all the way down to about the 20-yard line. Tutu Atwell on single. First down 10. Another big play by Tutu Atwell, and on a safety no less, all the way down to the 20-yard line. First down 10 to the 20-yard line, about 5 minutes left to go in this overtime period. Great job by Tutu. Tutu. All right, so 5 minutes left to go in overtime, 26-23. Stafford in shotgun formation with Williams to his right. Bunch to the left. Stafford drops by the pass and is going to throw for the end zone. Try to get it to Tutu once again. But the Tutu does not get it. Not the Tutu. Dang it. Would have been nice. Been a full circle moment. So, second down 10. 4:50 left to go in the overtime. Stafford, shotgun formation, Kyron Williams to his right. Trips to the left. Drops back to pass, and is going to check it down to Kyron Williams, who gets the ball, gain about 4 yards there. Third down 6 from the 16-yard line. Third down 6, 4:20. Have to go to overtime. 26-23. Shotgun formation. Drop back to pass. And Stafford throws. As we Kyron Williams to be. Oh my goodness. It's 4th and 1 from the 11. 4th and 1 from the 11. And they're going for it. 4 minutes left to go in overtime. See, I told you. I told you that Sean McVay ain't playing this. Ain't playing this. It's 4th and 1. He is going for it on his own, on the 11-yard line. Not putting it in Cardi's hands. Going for the win. Stafford under center. I think he's trying to get him to jump off sides. They call a timeout. Okay. All right, the 49ers call a timeout. 49ers call a timeout. Okay. $3:41 left to go to overtime. 4th and 1. Huge play right here. Huge. Stafford under center. Kyron Williams in the backfield. Going to send Puka Nacua in motion over to the right. And then they call a timeout. Okay. Odd choice. All right, so offense still on the field. I just make sure it's still offense still on the field. Okay. Rams, 4th and 1. Huge play right here. 3:41 left overtime, 26-23. Stafford getting the play. Stafford under center, Kyle Williams in the backfield. Gonna be hands Kyle Williams, who is not gonna get it. Oh my gosh. And the 49ers are gonna win in overtime. We playing chess, coaches playing checkers. Oh man. And that's the game. And that's the game. 49ers win 26-23. Move on to 4-1. Rams move on to 3-2. I know you're upset, Emmanuel. Kyle Shanahan gets another one. Rip Pick'em, crazy game, crazy Kyron Williams game. Honestly, yeah. I mean, they just attacked that right side. Like I said, obviously, like I said, I picked the Rams to win, but I'm glad the 49ers won because it makes my preseason uh, predictions for the 49ers look pretty good. Even though their team is decimated by injuries, they got a lot of talent. Like the young defensive line they have was getting after Matthew Stafford. Maybe they didn't get the sacks they were looking for. Maybe the 49ers go after a pass rusher for their trade block. But they're doing it. They're doing it, dude. Mac Jones with his third start one for the 49ers. If I could get a collect boo, Kyle Shanahan, that would make me feel a whole lot better. Uh, I don't know. I really appreciate what Kyle Shanahan did in that 2016 Super Bowl. 2017, sorry, when it happened. Um, I don't know. Yes, public peer pressure works. No overtime tonight. No, we're not doing no tie. Wait, did you try to say time? Oh, your your Siri keeps on messing up. It's like you try to say time. Kyre Williams, yeah, like so he's upset because like I said, y'all were driving. You fumble the ball at the 1 yard line. What would have been a score? I mean, Ed Pinheiro just like barely got it in, and the stop on fourth down. It's so bad, yeah, dude. It was a great game. It was a great game. That's crazy. Oh man. Well, let's see. Um, Tomorrow I'm not streaming anything. I'm trying to remember if I'm streaming anything on Saturday. I might be. Let's see. Let me double check. Oh, really? Um, let's see what I might be streaming. Because I want to stream Vanderbilt, Alabama, but that's on ABC, unfortunately. I don't have ABC. Um, let's see. No, don't want to do Clemson, North Carolina. Ooh, I could do Texas at Florida. Delby, would you watch if I did Texas at Florida? Um, other ones aren't really anything that I want to stream really. Like Mississippi State at Texas A&M could be fun, but I don't know. I might not stream anything on Saturday. I might not. Uh, First good Thursday night football game of the year. First great one for sure. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I might stream the Texas Florida game. I didn't stream a Florida game yet. So yeah, I might stream that one. I'll stream that one. And then Sunday. I'm going to stream the Panthers Dolphins game. I had to do it through Streammates, but it'll be fine. Um, and then I will stream. I'm probably not gonna stream the afternoon slate, like the 3 o'clock slate, because I'll probably make a video, especially if we win. If we win, yeah, I might work on a video. So I probably won't stream in the 3 o'clock slate, and obviously I'll stream the Sunday night game, the Patriots at Bills, and then Monday night is going to be Chiefs at Jaguars. So that's going to be the upcoming streaming schedule. So Saturday, I'll do Texas at Florida at about 3:30. Yeah, so about 4, maybe 3:30 my time. That Florida Texas game may put offense back 100 years, but it should be a great game. Exactly. It's in the swamp. I hope it's going to be a good one. The 49ers are already 3-0 in division. Thank you there, 49ers. On your way. I'm hoping for an upset. I think there's a chance for an upset for Florida. Or it might be an embarrassing mess of the game. But never quite know. Mac Jones was 33-49, 342 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Incredible. So that right there is about 66%, it's about 65%. So pretty stinking good by Mac Jones there. But yeah, I'll do that game. I'll do 2 games on Sunday, and then I'll do the Monday night game. I think that'll be good. Yeah, that should be good for a streaming schedule. It is late for me, so I am going to end it. This was a great game. It was like Chris McCaffrey and Freddie Warner are going to join the show a little bit later for the Thursday night football game. It'll be an embarrassing mess, and Texas will probably squeak out with a win, but it will be memorable because we'll get to see some of really good players. That's about to be a classic punt battle, the most exciting form of football in 1925. And that's why we should kick out back the unis. Make the unis look like 1925. Or how about this? Dobie, you might agree with me. Let's just bring back those Gator ones you had against Texas A&M those many years ago. Those ones, amazing. Great stream, Ryan. Thanks again. Vanderbilt is 5-0. What in the world? What does the world come to? I want them to beat Alabama. I don't know if they will, but if they will, oh baby, ooh, it is going to be amazing if that happens. So, like I said, I'll see.